We are a little off here. Good evening, good evening. Looks like Marco is up in here first. War Room EDC, welcome, welcome. Neil McKenzie, welcome to the chat. How are you doing this evening? Hopefully everybody's doing well. We'll give the live a couple minutes to fill up here, say hellos and get going. But yeah, I think well, we're still waiting for the analytics to get caught up. I'm not sure exactly how many people are in here, but welcome, welcome everybody. Been busy. Been cranking out some content lately, trying to get used to the system again. We're gonna start editing and stuff pretty soon. But yeah, how was everybody's evening tonight? Pat, welcome to the chat, longtime channel member. How you doing, brother man? It is good to see you. How was your day? We actually broke 6,000 subscribers today. I'm kind of like I'm flabbergasted by it. I thought we were gonna hit that like before Christmas, but yeah, November and December was pretty stagnant around here. We didn't have much progression, but yeah, we've been cranking it out lately, and things are looking good. Things are definitely getting better. Um, gotta love the lag on this thing. It's still showing nobody in here, but yeah, B&A's definitely here. Of course, we are rocking the Spider Co Sage 5 CF. I gotta clean it and put a little lube on it. Gotta put a little lube on it. Yeah, you do. Um, Gross still working. Oh, oh man, yeah, you have. Oh yeah, Pat, you definitely have my empathy, man. That is an inconvenient position to be in. Would be a gross understatement. I understand not having money, but I just don't understand the filth. I don't know why. It's the same thing. Like if you look over to Japan, Japan does have a homeless population, and they've got a couple documentaries and stuff on it. But the people are clean. They live in they have like makeshift tents or whatever, but they're still clean. They clean their clothes. They keep a clean environment. I don't know what it is in the United States. Well, it's not just the United States. A lot of countries are like that. But I don't understand why poverty brings with it filth. Um, yeah, low income housing is. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Pat. That is an absolute bummer, man. So, has anybody gotten a chance to watch any of the shorts I've put out? I've been putting out anywhere's like 3 to 4 shorts a day for the better part of 2 weeks now. But I think it's starting to like clog the algorithm or something. I've done some research into it, and you can actually like overwhelm the system. You can like I think that's why they're talking 2 to 3 a day. Norbert Toperez, hola, hello, hello. Oh, you did? You watched it a bunch, Pat? What do you think so far? Um, so far we've done zero editing, man. We just kind of one and done, you know. Well, not just one and done. I think I've gotten yeah. I just started doing them. If I get too picky about it, then I think some of them I've deleted like 30 times. I'm making it way more work than what it needs to be. Like it's back to talking to an inanimate object, you know? Like I feel like I'm talking to the phone. Lives are so much more friendly when it comes to having a conversation or to talking on the YouTube. Good gear can't really go wrong with. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm definitely sticking with quality over quantity. Buy once, cry once. Man, I've wasted enough money in my lifetime on second rate trash gear, gutter gear, whatever you want to call it. I just man, that was in my younger days. Yeah, now I'm in my 50s. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy premium gear, and somebody after me can have it. um, when I'm gone, I'll have a shipping list, and yeah, everybody from the YouTube is gonna get gear or something. My daughter will get some and whatnot, but yeah, we will not be. It is what it is. I'm not complaining. Yeah, it does. I think the problem is Um, like when it comes to the shorts and stuff, like they're short. They're kind of like getting the point across in a quick manner. Um, I'd rather, I don't know, I'd rather present quality gear, and if it gets views, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I really don't want to pertain or like I don't want to contribute to the ADD, ADHD, whatever's going on, like all that flashy editing. I watched a few different videos that were like examples of like here's some superior editing, and it's like no, I had to watch it twice because you didn't let me see anything long enough to know what it is, or to grasp the concept of what was going on. So I guess there's a lot of trickery that goes on in making shorts, and I'm not gonna bother with it. I'll just like, hey man, I'm gonna post some stuff. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. Um, and that's where I'm gonna go with it. It'll get better once I get past talking to the phone, which is the phone is the microphone. So I'm still using just a phone. We did get lights though, if anybody noticed. We got some. It's not a specific video lighting system, but it's way more than adequate, and yeah, 5,000% better than what I was running. That was pretty rough, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, things will get better over time. It's just it's a lot of people don't realize what a massive investment it is. Like you're just constantly, yeah, man, I could win the lottery tomorrow and be broke by Monday, and that's given the benefit of the doubt. So, Pat, did you make it out in the shop at all? Dab Dad, and we've got our first imbecile of the night. You all right? You want to talk about it? Maybe you should see. This is a good example of an uneducated pothead. Like you're just an absolute tool, man. What's the matter? You don't have any friends? Maybe your approach to life is why you don't have any friends, man. J.S. Nealand. Join YouTube March 23rd, 2019. You've posted nothing. You probably can't figure it out. Haven't been in the shop for a minute. Oh, that's a bummer, man. That's I'm sure you enjoy it though. Yeah, I like getting in a workshop and just tooling away for hours and peacefully, quietly. Play some tunes in the background though. But yeah, no, no nagging wives, no noisy kids. Just just on a mission. Message. Thanks for deleting that, Neil. Appreciate it, man. You don't respond to the morons. It reduces you. They're losers. Yeah, in a way, you're kind of right, but if nobody tells them, they'll never know. And yeah, I'm just not one to let it entirely slide. I probably should do it less often. Maybe you're right, but roasting trolls is something we do around here. Um, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, that's a Granfors Brooks wildlife hatchet. These things are great. So this is without a doubt the nicest hatchet I've owned in my entire life. I usually just buy something budget, and then I wonder why it doesn't hold an edge, or it's not worth dragging along with me. So I've left a lot of gear behind over the years, just with friends and stuff like that. But yeah, the Granfors Brooks makes some great gear. I'll definitely be making some more purchases from them. But yeah, hello, James McCart. Yeah, that and there's a certain group of people that like to troll our chat. So sometimes we just got to let them know. Howdy, howdy do, how do you do? So yeah, so I figured I'd jump onto a live. Like I said, we hit 6,000 subscribers today. I was caught a little bit off guard by that. I'm like, wow, we've been getting some serious growth lately. But yeah, I've been trying to crank out more content and working on the long form videos. I've got to get some of those up, but I just don't want to throw up any old trash or anything like that. I was just passed through live YouTube. Oh, right on. Yeah, so you came the live came up in your feed. That's awesome. I think I got some pocket lint in here. I think that's the problem. That is the one thing about folding knives that you don't deal with fixed blades is getting some pocket lint in there, grinding up the gears. Well, that's cool. That's cool. It's good to know YouTube's actually getting us out in the algorithm. Sometimes we're not so lucky. Other times we are. So, Pat, you still got some time off, or you working busy? That's sweet. So, James, first time here. You do any outdoors stuff? What's your favorite flavor of getting outdoors and getting stupid? And Neil McKenzie was up in here. If he's still here, it's always a pleasure to see you, Neil. How's your week going, man? It's like it's hump day. New house lock and key. How you doing, my man? Good to see you. How's Marissa and the kids doing? Oh yeah, you got to be one with nature. I completely concur with that. Yeah, in fact, I think it's a necessity to like that whole mind body connection, all that stuff. Oh, thanks, Pat. I definitely appreciate it, man. And it's awesome that you're among them, dude. I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. I really do. Yeah, I think B and A were talking before I really even started um, doing my channel. Yeah, we were talking on other channels. So yeah, B and A, brand new American. I have a bit of history. He's the one that gave me this Sage 5 CF, which I got to. It's just kind of embarrassing, Pat. I'm sorry. It should be functioning better. It's my lack of maintenance. Yeah, that's entirely. So that's on my list to do tomorrow. There we go. We got it. I wonder if this is wow. This is See, I remember all those indoor fires we had. This is one of the things I haven't cleaned yet. I think it's just been shuffled around. But this is what I usually use for folding knives. I got leukemia, so I don't get out much. Oh, James, that's a bummer, man. Yeah, I could see how that'll change your day a little bit. Um, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, well, I used to skydive and stuff, and I would meet a lot of people that would come skydiving for different reasons and whatnot. And one of the interesting ones is, I was in Finger Lakes Skydivers in Ovid, New York, and we had a gentleman come out, and I like to ask, like, what made you want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? And the guy told me, he says, to be honest, the doctor gave me about 3 to 6 months to live. And I'm like, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. And he goes, that was 9 months ago. So I figured jumping out of an airplane at this point is no big deal. So you meet a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. And I'm finding YouTube to be similar. There's a lot of people that watch YouTube and they like, because they can't get out and do this stuff themselves, they kind of live vicariously through the channel. Through the whatever YouTube channel they're watching. So I'm hoping to provide that kind of entertainment at some point. That kind of video. Yeah, this knife is perfect, and it was I guess Pat kind of knew me when he didn't know me all that well, but oh, there we go, much smoother. Yeah, remember, guys, you always got to keep it. You got to keep it lubricated. Ba-na-na-na-na. That's much better now. Oh yeah, that's what it was. She was a little dry. We fixed it though. Oh yeah. Good, just getting the kids to bed now. Nice. Nice. Yeah, new house. That's when you can finally like take a breather, relax, sit down, unwind a bit. You know, especially when they're younger kids. Wow. Yeah, don't miss those days. The terrible twos is Marissa's still gaming. New house. That was a great live last night, by the way. Yeah, I had fun. I couldn't help myself. Like whenever there's a troll, um, oh man, I've got like a personal thing against trolls now. Like trolls is my arch enemy. Rob's Knives, what's happening, man? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you, brother, man. As always. So what do you guys use on your besides a dirty soot covered bottle? Oh, this is gonna need some cleaning. This little thing lasts for I've had this thing for like, man, I don't know, years and years now. At least 7 years, 8 years. My youngest is 4, and I'm gonna be 50 in September. That's that'll keep you young though, doesn't it, Pat? That's I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine being like our age now, like with a 4 year old. I think I had more patience for no, I probably have more patience now. I just don't realize it. But yeah, man. 4 year old will keep you young, keep you running. But you know a lot more when you're 50 than when you know if you're younger. Like if you're in your 20s or something like that, and you've got a 4 year old. Wow, that'll test your patience. But you've definitely got more patience at 50 than you do at 25. My dad was 60 when my youngest sister was 6. Oh, he's 50. Yeah, so that's not too far off from Pat. Got my Girl Scout cookies today. Oh, the Girl Scout, that's a thing still, isn't it? Um, yeah, I haven't gotten Girl Scout cookies in years. Um, oh, I saw a thing on YouTube recently about Girl Scout cookies, and it's not what you think anymore. It's not like the home baked thing. It's a yeah, there's big wigs at the top pocketing the cash. Yeah, the other one that's scamming everybody is Goodwill. Goodwill's got a list of stuff. So like somebody did a video on the book and stuff of all the brands that never go on the floor anymore. They pull all the good stuff and they sell it on eBay or they've got a website or something. They auction off all the good stuff. And the CEO of Goodwill last year, because this is a non-for-profit organization, his pay was $1.4 million. I'd imagine there's some fringe benefits that came with that, probably health insurance and all that. But for not for profit, they're making coin, and they're making sure you don't get anything good. And all the trash that they're putting out, they're charging more. Like the Goodwill store is charging more for like a used candle than you people bought the candle for at Walmart. It's insane. So yeah, anybody do anything exciting today? Anybody get outdoors? Any hiking, biking, fishing, rock climbing, sky jumping, base jumping? Anybody play a game of checkers? Checkers can be pretty intense. Like that used to be a good answer. Like yeah, when people know your hobbies are like base jumping, skydiving, cross country mountain biking, downhill mountain biking, rock climbing. And then they're like, well, what else do you do for fun? It's like, I play a pretty mean game of checkers. Like, not even chess. Chess is just too complicated. I play a badass game of checkers. Oh, new house went to Walmart. That's an adventure. Yeah, yeah. Goodwill sucks. They've completely. The other one, Salvation Army, I guess, is doing the same thing. Like all these thrift stores, they're blaming it on resellers and things. But I blame it on like just in general personal greed and stuff. I guess the reseller showed them the way and they're like, "Hey, why not, right? If we can make a small fortune tooling around." I haven't been to Walmart in forever. Actually no, I went like 6 months ago or something. Just for a quickie. I wanted to look at knives and knife prices. But typically Miss Bushcraft, she doesn't even tell me when she's going to the Walmart cuz yeah, I do silly things at the Walmart. My business partner found a deceased woman in the apartment today. I was holding the door open for him. I didn't see her. Oh, the smell, Pat. That's not going to leave your nose for 3 days. Hopefully, it was fresh. Like old, yeah, no, Oh man, where's it? Plant City, Florida. I was working there at a drop zone, and we were out in the landing area. We smelt some stench, like real bad. Every time the wind would pick up a little bit, and there's we thought it was like a deceased cow or something like that. But come to find out, like I went for a bike ride like one evening, and I'm coming back up the road, and there's a dozen or so cruisers and the specialty vehicles and stuff. Um, they ended up finding somebody that was deceased out there. We'd been smelling it for over a week. So, oh, that was creepy. Sink was still running. Yeah, it was fresh. Yeah. At least it was fresh, man. When it's old, it's bad, bad. Chaos Theory, what's happening, brother? Channel member, welcome to the chat. How are you doing this fine evening, man? We're here celebrating 6,000 subscribers. Like, I thought it was going to happen a while ago, but man, we just, that mad push I've been doing over the past 2 weeks or so has really paid off. Like all the numbers are like, views and watch hours and all those things associated with, you know how that works. All of that was like down low. I think we got on some topics that people just didn't want to hang out and chat for, which is cool because it's not why I originally started the channel. But now they're completely up. Like I was stoked. What was it, like January 4th or 5th or something? Maybe it was a 6th. I don't know. Like we hit 1 million views. Yeah, we just hit like 1.1 million. Like in a month, we got over 100,000 views. Most of like probably 90% of it was in the last week and a half. The website did not have OD or DT shrinking. Oh, that's a bummer, man. We'll have to rattle can it then or something, or like a decent matte black or coyote brown. We'll figure it out, man. There's definitely a way to do that. New house, I got a bunch of stuff from them a couple years ago. Do an absolutely amazing job. Finally got my goddamn broker out. Yeah, Cassary, what's up with your broker, man? He must have a nagging wife or something like that. Doesn't let him contribute to the conversations because he ties you up for hours, man. How's the eye doing? You feeling better? Did you not like don't thwack yourself in the face with a stick again? Like that was not a help. Rob saw some coyotes this morning in the park. Man, you know what's funny is when you're not used to coyotes and you're like, oh, there's a nice group of puppies over there. But they end up being coyotes. Well, I was in Boulder City, Nevada, and I walked down. This was 2007. And I was starving after a long day of work, and like I went mountain biking in the morning, then went to work, worked all day, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get me a bunch of burgers. So I went to Checkers. I mean, I got like 4 burgers and 2 large fries and some chicken nuggets. And I was walking back home because I just felt like walking. And where like I was going up a hill, and there's some railroad tracks up ahead. And I saw like one, I thought it was a dog, and I'm like, oh no, that's a coyote. And then like as soon as that one went across, another one, then 2 went across. There ended up being like 7, 8 coyotes that went across, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like the part of it that sucked is I'm like, I bet they can smell these burgers. Like, but I wasn't giving up the burgers. I thought about like just chucking a burger and running or something. But yeah, I had to go cross. I waited like 15, 20 minutes. It was ridiculous. Yeah, he hates his family, so he bullshit for an hour at a time. Yeah, it happens, chaos. Yeah, we've all done that. Been sweeping or running up bush. Yeah, I think all humans have. Yeah, at some point we've done something stupid. The old step on a rake type thwack. Everybody's done it, and maybe not the IT computer guys that never go outside, but the rest of us, man. Yeah, we've all made some kind of silly mistake or. No, I know coyotes, bastards, all of them. Yeah, coyotes and cats, the whole lot of them, man. Um, Bulldog Smith Farms, EDC, what's happening? Good evening, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hopefully your day is going as well as mine. Actually, man, I think the algorithm was a little stingy today. They got me all hyped up. They've been giving me like crazy views, and then for some reason today they're like, "No, no, not today. Today you'll not know victory again. So you're gonna settle for fewer numbers, like substantially fewer." But it doesn't matter. I think I might have clogged up the algorithm based on my research. So yeah, if you're like they recommend, like if you're doing more than 2 to 3 shorts a day, like yeah, if you've been doing that for like a week or two, you should give it like a week solid to let everything catch up. I don't know how accurate that is. I heard it from a couple of different sources, but I've been uploading like at least 3 to 4 shorts a day, plus doing lives and yeah, good times were had by all. I almost did a live last night and I got caught up. I was hanging out at New House and New House Lock and Key there. I was hanging out at his live and we were having some fun. It was a little tough to leave and I'm like, whatever, tomorrow's another day, you know? So yeah, but we're still sticking to the schedule of Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern for lives, Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. and everything in between is just a bonus. Chaos, what did you do with all the frozen iguanas? Yeah, I went out a couple of days ago to the park next to me and did some iguana picking up. They were frozen, so they do. That's one of the hazards of living in Florida. If a cold spell comes through, like you're more apt to get hit by a falling iguana than you are a falling coconut. It's totally true. There's iguanas everywhere. Like you got to pay good money to have them taken out. Like man, I don't know. That would be a great job to do. That might be some bushcraft adventure vacation. We'll get some super cool, high powered 22 air pew pew and see how many iguanas we can get. What else is there? The boa constrictors, all that you can take those out. Anything that's an invasive species, you can take out wholesale. Plasti Dip has a camo. Oh, that would be cool, New House. Some Plasti Dip. That would be sweet, man. I love that stuff. It's good for the ends of ropes and stuff too, cordage and ropes and everything. Just make sure it's not too cold, otherwise it goes on crazy thick. You got to make sure it's like, reasonable, like, I don't know, like warm temperatures, not cold, because cold it goes on real thick and kind of peels off. Yeah, throw them in the lake for fish food. Yeah, chop them up first, man. That's oh wow. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Dude, that would be the perfect use for to test one of these. Like test the Silky Nada 240, chopping up iguanas in the fish food. Who wouldn't have fun doing that? That's not right. I mean, yeah, it would be great though. I almost got they've got 100, this is the 240 millimeter. I almost got the 180 millimeter, but they're like charging full price for that one. So I'm like, nah, when it goes on sale. I think they're selling out of these ones. I think they're coming out with a new model or something. I have a break action 22 pellet that will take out a raccoon. Yeah, New House. They make those things. Man, some of those travel faster than a 22 LR. I've owned a few of them, man. They are so much fun. Especially on a budget. Like if you're on a budget and you like plinking, it doesn't matter. You can still work on your skills. You can work on your aiming skills, your breathing skills, all that stuff. It's a great way to practice. Poor Silky Nada. I use my SIG P226 pellet gun to dispatch them. Yeah, those are. I like the realistic pew pews as well. James McDermott, is this for your bug out bag? Yeah, I don't really. No, this is just in general. I have like an adventure bag. I don't really do the bug out bag thing too much. I mean, it's fun to do. It really is. It's a great time. But realistically, I've got other responsibilities that kind of like the whole fantasy of running off into the woods and doing the lone wolf thing and being out there surviving off squirrels and perch. It's a cool fantasy, but highly unrealistic. Yeah, I've got Mrs. Bushcraft, so I got to look after her and Yeah, it's more like an adventure bag. I think I'm gonna relabel the bug out bag an adventure bag. Like you're bugging out from society, no doubt about it. Like, yeah, getting off the grid into the woods, you're bugging out. But not for the zombie apocalypse or the nuclear war or whatever else they come up with. I just saw on Amazon they have some silky saws between 45 and ooh. Which one's chaos? Don't tell everybody. Text me. Let me get first dibs. And then if I decide to get some, then then we'll tell everybody else. I just said the quiet part out loud. Yeah, I'm not very good at this YouTube and thing all the time. Um, yeah, new houses. Yours runs around 1,000 feet per second. Yeah, I've seen some of them as high as like 1,400, 1,600 FPS. I forget what a 22 LR is rocking. It's like 1,200 and something, I think. I can't remember. I know that a 22 LR round weighs the same as it's the exact same number of grams as a 3/8 inch stainless steel ball for doing the slingy thingies, the slingshots and stuff. Um, yeah, 22 LR weighs the exact same amount as one of these. In fact, if any of you guys ever see Squat Shot hanging around, yeah, him and I were geeking out over like the pros and cons to carry a slingshot versus a 22. And we're like, wow, well, I wonder what, like per round, like what the difference is. Could you carry more than the other? But you could carry the same number of rounds, and you can take out small game with a slingy thingy. You can take out small game, squirrels, chipmunks, rabbits, stuff like that, pheasant, quail. You can take out quite a bit with these. I don't have the bands on it, You gotta use your imagination, guys. We're a second rate channel here. Um, we'll have the graphics guy work on that. But anyhow, yeah, we were having that debate, and yeah, the 22 LR versus 3/8 inch. But the difference is like a Ruger 1022 weighs about as much as 25 of these, and this will fit in your back pocket, and nobody really says anything like. You might look a little geeky walking around with a slingshot or something, but yeah, easy to pack, easy to stow. Um, but there are laws on whether or not you can hunt with them in some places. Yeah, I have a family too. I can't take off either. But no, yeah, back to the bug out bag thing. Man, it's a great time. It really is. I thoroughly enjoy um yeah, doing a bug out bag and watching the videos and stuff. It's always a great time. Um the joke with Mrs. Bushcraft, she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm gonna go play backpacks." Because that's kind of what it is. I'm a gear geek, so I geek out on this stuff. So yeah, that's the inside joke. I'm going to play backpacks. Greg, yo, what's up? Yo, Adrian. Honestly, I like blowguns are cool. New house, they are. There, nothing says ninja like a blowgun, except for maybe some shuriken and nunchucks to go with it. Um, what up, brother? Just found the show. I'm enjoying it. Right on, Bible Belt. Thanks. Welcome to the chat, man. Hopefully you're having a good time. Greg is our token special needs idiot of the night. Somebody get him a ProTech and give him a little star sticker for making it through the day. He just got booted. B&A slinging wrenches tonight. Everybody be on your best behavior. B&A slinging wrenches. Once he gets going, there's no stopping him. But we don't try either. We let that's B&A's venting. After a long, hard day of working at low income housing, he gets to come here and sling wrenches at all the idiots. Um, PSA: do not put a small amount of Vaseline on the back of your pellets. What, Neil? What happens? Now curiosity got the cat. I wish that were true. If it was curiosity that killed the cat, I would want to change my name to Curiosity and take all the credit. Um, Break action 12 gauge with barrel adapter. I deal with idiots all day, unfortunately. Yeah, Bible Belt, man. That's just part of life. I think. Unfortunately, idiocracy has became a democracy. Idiocracy became a documentary rather than a comedy. Yeah, there's a society is plentiful with the less than educated nowadays. I'm trying to be nice about this. Um, but there's plenty of stupid people out there. Bible, that happens just going outside. Oh yeah. Chaos has got it rough too. He's got to deal with the full blown Florida man. And Florida man, it's a real thing. He really does exist. There's more than one of them. It should be called Florida men, not Florida man, because there's a lot of them. Oh, you're in North Alabama, man. I had a friend, we called him Bama. Honestly, I don't even know what his real name is. But man, he was one of the nicest guys I've ever known. Like Alabama's got some great hospitality. Um, yeah, I worked with him in Florida, and yeah, every morning he'd be like, "Hey, Rigger Tom, you want a coffee?" I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, and he made like gourmet bean water too. It was none of that Folgers stuff or anything, Maxwell House or there's nothing wrong. That's what kind of stuff Miss Bushcraft drinks, but yeah, this dude, yeah, nothing like pounding a bunch of caffeine before jumping out of an airplane. Really lets you know you're alive. Aaron, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? How's you doing? Yeah. oh, New house is taking shots at Bando. All right, man, rock on with your bad self. I'm not a Florida man. I'm originally, yeah. That's how Chaos Theory survives down there. He's originally from New Hampshire, so he has all the education and the survival instincts of a northern man, and that's how he survives down in Florida. Ask me how I know. It's the same way I survived. Not the same Bama I know. There's got to be hundreds and hundreds of Bamas. Like there's so many guys that get nicknamed Bama because they're from Alabama. It's like that in a lot of categories. I'm over here dealing with Ohio Methodist. Newhouse, you spelled method wrong. Oh, chaos with the spell check. But yes, indeed, yes, indeed. So how's it? It's humping day. Everybody did. It's hump day. Did everybody get in there humping? Probably not. But yeah. Hey, 2 more days and then the weekend. 2 more days and then we have our live Friday night. I might do another one tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We're winging it. Well, I've been wrecking my head on trying to like upgrade the channel as much as possible. So I've been ultimately focused on that, and it's been a good time. Not gonna kid you. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Neil's on a different work week. There's a lot of people on a different work week. My work week used to be roughly like 6 months long, like 5.5 to 6 months, and then I'd get like 2 weeks off, and then back at it again. Lockdown. Do I have a chainsaw? No, I don't have a chainsaw. I'm very skilled with a chainsaw. However, though, I like chainsaws. My favorite chainsaw of all time is the Steel 0200. That's my favorite chainsaw. And if I'm gonna go playing with chainsaws, that's the chainsaw I play with. No, the hooker up their prices. I'm not gonna pay that. Montgomery, a welder? No, I've never. I don't even know the first thing about welding. I really don't. I won't BS you on that for a second. I've never done any welding. I've seen it done a couple times, never done. I need some welding done, but it's the irony in the welding I need done. It's an aluminum bicycle frame, and the people charging top dollar that are going to do good work won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Because they're like, oh, the tubing's too thin, it won't hold, blah, 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 it won't be a solid weld, I couldn't do it well with comfort. And then the guy that wants $20, he's like, oh, I'll weld it up for you. It'll be just like new. Oh, Grit and Grace, welcome to the chat. How you doing this morning? Oh, it's not morning, it's evening. Wow. It almost feels like a Sunday morning. I've been at it for so long. Not sure why. But Grit and Grace, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Yeah, Neil, an EDC chainsaw. I will say that for there were times in my life where chainsaw was part of my EDC, but it was called arborist work. It wasn't I wasn't carrying it around for the fun of it. Jigsaw for tables was where I started. Oh, the fixed blade on the table, man. This is I thought this was going to be great for the channel. I actually bought this years before I started the channel. This is a custom set by Phobos Knives. Eric Hansen made these himself for me. On the front is a Phobos Knives Tier 1 Mini Gen 2. It's in CPM 154 CM, acid etched. It's got the black G10 liners with like a natural micarta scale. Um, and on the back of it is the beast. This is the Phobos Knives Tier 1C. It's in CPM 3V. Yeah, I got that right. CPM 3V, right? Yeah. Like 12 and a quarter inches overall. It's got a 0.25 inch, a full quarter-inch spine on here. This notch right here is for a ferrocium rod. So these things throw sparks like a beast. They really do. Absolutely love it. This set is a one of a kind, made by made by Eric Hansen himself. And I was getting back into bushcraft for 2020 until the Chinese AIDS came along and ruined everything. But the drop zone I was working at had, it's an airport, so there's tons of area around that I could go do stuff in. Squat Shot, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the chat. The guy doing it for 20 bucks is gonna go do good work. He just scared to be held liable. Yeah. All I want to say is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, God bless. America needs some help, man. We really do. We need some serious fixing. Adam Hayes, longtime channel member, welcome to the chat, my man. It is always a pleasure to see you. How are you doing, my man? A knife with nails can be removed and linked with paracord in a wheel motion. Mainly they were forging a railroad spike, split it a long ways, and made... Oh, that's cool. Mainly off-grid, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. I think, yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft, she's crashed out already. Yeah, she's getting up at 3:30 to do the grind thing, go to her job, and so yeah, she's yeah, she went to bed I think 5 minutes before I started the live. Mainly, how are you doing? Where are you, in Connecticut or Maine right now? It's good seeing you as always. Yeah, Squat Shot. Yeah, he's another one. Squat Shot gets up early. Squat Shot. I was just talking about you a little while ago, man. Your ears must have been ringing. Hey, maybe you'll remember. I forget what the grams are. But remember the conversation we had when we were comparing like 22 LR to 3/8 inch slingshots, shot, steel balls, whatever you want to call them. Do you remember what the gram? Wasn't it something like 22 grams or 18 grams? I can't remember. But the 22 LR and the 3/8 inch steel shot are the exact same number of grams. Yeah, that was a conversation we'd had a while ago, but chaos definitely has been cold, so it hasn't been. Oh, you're heading to Maine tomorrow. Excellent, man. Have a very. Are you flying or driving? You're safe for flying. Always safe for flying. Yeah, mainly how's the Verizon reception up that way? Oh, we drive always, hate flying. You see, I'm the exact opposite. I hate driving, love flying. But yeah, I started flying airplanes when I was young, so yeah, it's different too. It's like being in the passenger seat with the missus. Like you swear she's trying to crash the thing on purpose or something. Like it's that lack of control over the situation. So I'm not a fan of riding in the back of an airplane unless I have a parachute. But if I'm in the pilot seat, I don't mind as much. Verizon sucks. T-Mobile is awesome. Oh yeah, roughly, and it weighed the same as a 22 LR, right, Squatch? Yeah, roughly 3.5 grams for 9.5 steel. Yeah, which would be 3/8 inch roughly. So oh, Hail Slayer, New Hampshire's New Hampshire, man. It's cold, icy. Um I don't know what happened. It used to be nice people driving, but now it's a little hectic. But yeah, New Hampshire's New Hampshire. It's a little bit weird. It's weirder than it used to be. Dean, what's happening, my man? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Why don't you get a sponsorship from the knife company? I don't want sponsorships from anybody. I've gotten plenty, lots and lots of offers, but I don't like their terms of their terms. Like they just suck. Um, as long as I'm like fake and happy, joy, and this is the most amazing product I've ever had, and there's not a problem with it, and I can't see a single flaw, and blah blah, then they're cool with it. But if you're like, hey man, I kept this knife oiled and it rusted, then yeah, and they own the copyrights to your videos and stuff like that. You're kind of signing your work away with a lot of those agreements. So I read through the agreements very carefully, and then I cordially tell them to go pump sand. I like what I like. I'm not really I'm not trying to show 500 knives. In fact, I'm more apt to buy. Yeah, I'm 100% going to buy more knives, but they're going to be the ones that I want, and then I bought them, and I can say whatever I want. I do. I'm friends with Eric Hansen at Phobos Knives, and so he's been very generous with the channel here to show you guys some new stuff. But he doesn't have ownership of my content. I can say whatever I want, but it's tough to say something bad about his knives. It really is. Um, like I said, the worst thing I think, like the tier one BC has got to be like my all around like favorite go to. You know that one and run knife. Yeah, grab one and run. You know, like it's the apocalypse. The zombies are coming. The aliens just beamed down, and I'm gonna go live in the woods, lone wolf style. Like I love everything about this knife. The one thing that I find that truly sucked about this knife, and I'm not lying here, 110% truth, is after owning this knife for a while and getting to use it and enjoying the features and everything, the thing that sucks about it is I could probably never design a knife. The truth is everything about this knife is so great that if I were to design a knife, they'd be like, "Hey, dude, that looks like the Tier One PC from Phobos Knives." So, yeah, the one bad thing about the Phobos Knives is it destroyed any concept I had of designing knives. Um, you pumped. I still really want to get. Yeah. The Tier One Mini is a great knife. It really is. Yeah, I've got two. Um, yeah, we'll rock out. It's a 6,000 subscriber celebration. So yeah, we'll bust out the Phobos Knives. Phobos Knives has been with us since pretty much the beginning. Like I owned Phobos Knives before I ever talked to Eric Hansen about anything. So yeah, here's the Tier One Mini. This is the PVD coating, and this is the satin finish. Both of these are orange G10 liners with OD Micarta scales. They both got a bit of an attitude adjuster down there. You know, you never know if you need to test the density of a coconut. Thwack, thwack, right? Because, hey, some people do that kind of stuff. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. I sold an old pen flare last year. May have kept it if I knew it would shoot a 22. I'd like to get one of those nice, like the Pilot Survival pen flares, the compact ones. They come all pimped out in a case. What do you mean squat shot? Which one is least to my favorite? How? Like by model or? See, you're pumping them up again. Should get free knives. Lone wolf style, 50 feet from your truck, and say you're 10 minutes in the woods. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 50 feet from your truck, and you're saying you're 10 miles in the woods. There's a lot of bogus YouTube videos out there. There really are, and it's difficult, man. It's tough to stay legit. This is the knife sheath that it comes with. These Tier 1 minis. These are handcrafted leather specifically for Phobos knives, made right in the U.S. The retention strap is removable along with the button here. You can see the threading and stuff right there. So you can remove that if you just want to make it a pocket slip, and it'll stay in there real nice. There is one of the earth magnets in there. Kapow! So it will that adds a lot of retention in and of itself with the earth magnets in there. So nice feature. But like I said, yeah, if you don't want the additional security or whatever, yeah, you can. I like the retention strap. Not a big deal for me. The one you only have two of. My favorite, I prefer PVD coated, but I do enjoy satin finish as well. I got into the PVD and DLC coating because of traveling so much down in Florida and everything. Yeah, like traveling the Eastern Seaboard, there's a lot of salty air. So I had problems with other knives with corrosion, rusting, stuff like that. But I got into like the Spartan blades with the DLC. And I had great luck with it. It does what it says it's going to do. So when I was getting into Phobos knives as well, the PVD is actually outperforms the DLC by a smidge. It's got a few different properties to it. But yeah, overall, yeah, I like the P. But man, now I'm in New Hampshire. We don't have a lot of saltwater issues, so it's nice to have a prettier knife. Like satin is definitely like a nice satin finish. It definitely makes for a prettier knife, but not quite. But I mean, yeah, CPM 154 CM is pretty corrosion resistant of itself, and yeah, you make sure you throw some Wicked Wax on there, you're good to go. The CRKT Saker is the big wooden handle knife I use for starting on my bench. Okay. Yeah, you can magnetize a needle and make a compass. Yeah, Dean, you're absolutely right. You can. Yeah, you could take wow, I've got it put away. But yeah, if you've got like an Exotac rip spool deal, yeah, you could take the needle out of there, magnetize it, and then yeah, float it, and you've got a compass. Barbed hooks, welcome back. Good to see you again, man. It is going awesome. It's going great. We just crossed the 6,000 subscriber line today. So yeah, I figured I'd go live, and hey man, if you're in a great mood, might as well share it, right? Barbed hooks, how is your day going, man? Hopefully just as well. Um yeah, Grit and Grace likes the satin finish. Like yeah, I think the satin finish is by far more aesthetically appealing. Like I said, I got into the coated finishes, uh, not for aesthetic appeal, but for function. Straight up corrosion resistance, and I had problems with other knives, even some of them that were coated, but they were painted or whatever, and they did not hold up as well. So that's important to me, that we get that. So well, I'm signing off for the night. All right, Squatch. Thanks for hanging out, man. Always a pleasure to see you, Leon. Yeah, brother. Get some sleep and be safe out there tomorrow. By all means, dude. Deans, they are. They're pretty sick. They're radical, dude. Yeah, Squatch shot. We'll catch you on the next one, man. We gotta jump on the horn again sometime soon and have a conversation. So, what else have I got going on? Hell yeah, man! Congratulations. Same old, same old. You got me on fixed blades, so I ordered a FHB Thunder, little small guy, but it's not. Hey, small knives matter too. Like I was, tiny tools matter. Just tiny tools matter just as much as big tools. That should go without saying, right? And anybody who says otherwise is nothing but a size queen. Um, yeah, like this is as far as tiny knives, this is oh, I love this one. I actually pulled it off the other knife sheath for a while, but this is the Tier 1 Mini because tiny tools matter too. It's got a 3.5 inch blade, skeletonized scales. Same thing, orange G10 with the OD Micarta. Um, Bushcraft, what's your favorite high carbon steel knife? I don't high carbon steel. I don't know. I'm more into like, man. Yeah, I guess I'm a steel snob. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I like everything that Phobos Knives is making. Yeah, I'm biased. I don't care. I tell everybody I'm biased. Hey, if you've got something you like and it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, and the few things that I'm gonna change on my Phobos knives has nothing to do with function, but everything to do with aesthetics. Like I am gonna get a full set of Phobos knives, all with matching scales. I'm hoping to make the sheaths myself, to be honest. Here, let's do the full lineup. Almost like it's a Phobos Friday, but it's not. But we can do what we want to do here on this channel, as long as the dude says it's okay, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying it's okay. So that's the important part. We'll move this this Leatherman. This is the Tier 1 BC there. So this is my vision, guys. This is so mark my words. Everybody take a mental note now, because this is where this is going someday. Okay, the Alaris, right? This is one of the current designs by Phobos Knives. And dude, I haven't used this thing outdoors once, but I've used it in the kitchen a few hundred times, doing absolutely everything because it's awesome. It's a great knife. It's kind of like it's a camp knife slash chef knife. I mean, you could baton with it. It's got a bow drill divot there. If you're going to do the friction fire, you've already got a major component going. So, right, fire, cooking, kitcheny, right? So that's my kitchen knife. And I actually I like the satin finish for in the kitchen, right? You got to have the satin finish for that, right? So let's line this up. Of course the Tier 1 BC goes without saying. We just talked about that one a whole bunch. Let me just get caught up on the comments, guys. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody here. I completely understand style of different steels do. It's not the size of the tool, it's how you fill the crevice, he says. Yeah. Oh, what's that old saying? It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean, but it's gonna take you forever to row to England in a dinghy, right? um, that's somebody's a bad influence here. Might as well be me. So next up is the Calcula. This knife, when this came out, I geeked on this thing for like a year, and I was like, someday I'm gonna have one. And I ended up with two. And the magic of this one, this is whoever your favorite knife maker is, imagine if they handed you their EDC knife. That's what this knife is. So yeah, somebody, oh, it doesn't look like you use that one very much. Oh, you'd be right. I pamper it, I baby it. It's an absolute, yeah, I love this thing. What I like about this combo, like carrying these two, is the scales are virtually identical. So the blade's different. It has a different function, but you've got that familiar handle every time. Like when I grip the Calcula, there is a bit of weight and balance difference, but it's not like I'm grabbing a completely different knife, which is what I really dig about it. And we're going to get into that one step further. So, yeah, the Calcula is in CPM S35 VN steel. This one's got red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales, PVD coating, and it's the bomb diggity. Next up, the Tier 1 Mini, which we just had out. We just explained. Where did I put the other one? But Captain, I'm giving all she's got. Don't beat me to it. James Franco. Yeah, I saw James Franco take off his arm with the Swiss. Silky saws. What? Silky saws? I love silky saws. Yeah, the Tier 1 Mini is got a 4-inch blade on it. It's got the full EDC scales. This has got the PVD. We went over that one just a minute ago. But yeah, another great knife. That's the other one in there. And the last one we were just talking about here was the Tier 1 Mini Mini. Now, fun facts between the two. The Tier 1 Mini Mini, Eric created because some places only allow a 3.5 inch blade, and the Tier 1 Mini has a 4 inch. And it falls into that survival bushcraft 4 to 6 inch range. Great, great. But EDC, a lot of places only let you carry a 3.5 inch. So he just kind of like shrunk the blade down a little bit, and now you have the Mini Mini. The scales are a little bit narrower as well, slightly slimmer profile on the scales, and they're skeletonized. But say you like the scales on this one better, they're interchangeable. So you can take the skeletonized scales and put it on the Tier 1 Mini, or you can take the Tier 1 Mini solid scales and put it on the Tier 1 Mini Mini. They're both extremely similar. The other cool thing is like for the same reason I like the Calcula and the Tier 1 BC, the familiarity with the scales on these, like I said, they're virtually identical. Is if you wanted to, you could put identical scales on the Mini Mini and the Mini. So you could have, you've got like your larger set, and then you've got your smaller set, right? Yeah, I've totally geeked out on this way too many times, right? Oh, it's a good thing we don't have print catalogs anymore. The Phobos catalog would be unopenable at this point. You're not supposed to say stuff like that. I don't know if you can or you can't, Probably because I wore out the pages and read it too many times. Swiss Army for all your limb removal needs. Dean, the Mini, the 3.5, it runs somewhere around like 240-ish, depending on options. Like carbon fiber scales are going to cost you more. There's a difference. PVD costs a little bit more. So yeah, depending on what you get for finish and scale options, it's somewhere around 240-ish, which is I think it's a pretty good price. The other one that I have is this is a Tier 1 Mini trainer. While we're on the Mini categories, this is a non-beveled trainer, right? So pokey, no. This will save you a small fortune in band-aids if you're learning to quick draw, or if you're working on like some flippy ninja knife skills. It's great to have a trainer. Another cool perk is it comes with this Kydex sheath that's ambidextrous, and they actually, the way they make, I don't know exactly how they make it, but it's instead of having rivets, it's got screws. You can take the screws apart, open the sheath up, and you can take like an easy clip or whatever you're going to use to mount and reverse it. So it's ambidextrous. And instead of having it on one side, odd, or the other, it's actually in the center. It's something you appreciate once you carry it. So this is made for the trainer, comes with the trainer. But the cool thing is if you decide you like this sheath, then the Tier 1 Mini fits right in there as well. And it's got the no shake, no rattle, and all that fancy YouTube gibberish. If he made one with a Warncliffe blade, I'd buy it. Anything's possible, Newhouse. He might come out with something like that. I think there was something in the works. I think he's Phobos Knives. Eric Hansen is a disabled veteran. It's a disabled veteran owned and run company, and he's battling Parkinson's. So he's had to have multiple surgeries that set him behind in work and stuff like that, but he does the best he can with under the current circumstances. So it's kind of hard to. He's got a bunch of models that were supposed to be released, but he ended up having to go in for a surgery, and things got backed up and stuff. So when I was taught knife stuff, I had to use a live blade. I wish we were allowed to. Yeah, Dean, or at least put some tape over the blade, right? I have a French-made mini sax profile. That sounds sweet. Definitely. Yeah, those are nice. The Viking sax. If you've got a French-made one, that's just as awesome. So back to this sheath. It's as we show. It'll fit the trainer and the Tier 1 Mini, but it'll also fit the Tier 1 Mini. So you've got a couple of different options there. Yeah, see? No shake, no rattle, and all the cool YouTube sayings. Nothing wrong with putting a little bling bling back in your bushcraft, right, guys? So my goal is let's get this a little more perfect. How's the angle there? Is everybody seeing these nicely? I want to make sure we're not getting it all caught up in the words. Greg Vanderlip, what's happening, brother, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure to see you, my man. Did you notice that there's no wrenches anymore? There's shields. Does anybody notice that, or am I just losing it? It's shields instead of wrenches. Like, that's to defend you from the bad moderators, so you don't get bounced. Yeah, Dean, that's the problem, man. Too many toys and not enough dollars to finance them all. So, my ultimate goal is to have, like, oh, and I'm missing one very important tool. He has a combat tomahawk, which I've yet to get my hands on. It's not bad price either. It's only like $250. So as soon as I can get that going out, nothing like 2.3 million views won't solve, right? I'm a bad person like that. Back in the day, skydiving, you valued things at how many jumps it was worth. Like, oh, that's a nice couch. If I sold it, I could get 10 jumps out of that. Average jump being like $25 or something. Or I can get 20 jumps out of that couch. Now I'm YouTube, and it's like, that's a nice knife. Nothing 1.2 million views won't buy. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, we're guinea pigs for YouTube. I won't argue that for a second. You're probably more right than we realize. But that is awesome. Yeah, hey, yeah, guys. And recently, like I said, I've been studying a lot on YouTube. And according to all the YouTube gurus like vidIQ, which they kind of freak me out sometimes, they contradict themselves a lot. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. And according to vidIQ, if you remind people to like, share, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for future notifications of videos, that should increase that by 29%. I don't know if it's true or not. We're fixing to find out. I'm hoping it's true. Like 29% increase would be great. 1 million views only makes me like $64. Yeah, Mike's Life, you're not kidding, right? Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, it's a $250 combat tomahawk. So what's that come out to views? I need like 8 million views. I don't know. I haven't got the system down yet. I'm working on it. But Mike's Life, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. It's been a minute. Hopefully you're doing well. How are things over on your channel? Gene, I'm not seeing it on this side. I must have. Oh, and also, guys, don't forget to smash the emoji things, because those help put the informations out to everybody. So yeah, smash the do the emojis, throw some hundreds out there. No, really, if you're throwing hundreds out there, don't do that yet. Like, use PayPal. No, the 100%, the red one, right? Yeah, hearts and stickers and happy times and good times were had by all. Isn't this a happy, jolly crowd? I get less views anytime I add that stuff to a video, but more subs. Yeah, I've noticed that, man. Like recently I've been cranking out the shorts. It works one of two ways. Either it doesn't get very many views, like it'll get like 500 views, but it'll pull in like 12 subscribers or something. Or it'll get like 6,000 views and not a single subscriber. It is absolutely weird. I have no clue how that works. Adam Hayes, social credit score plus 10,000. Right on. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Oh yeah, man. That's such a great crowd here, man. I think we do better having laughs than we do politics and other things. Yeah, we're just a solid group of chuckleheads. I thoroughly enjoy all of you. YouTube scam. Yeah, it's yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either, Newhouse. Yeah, YouTube scam. That's how they trick you into it. Like, I think they cut you off after a while. Like, they give you really great views for a while. Like, oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do great. And then it's like, wah wah wah. You go from getting like 600 views an hour down to like, 83. You're like, womp, womp, womp. Greg, I'm glad you like that stuff. I thought it was funny. Oh, what did I miss? Mike's. Dean, I'm not seeing on this side. I must have to update my YouTube app. Chaos, you need glasses too, man. That's gonna be a contributing factor. I'm just saying, I'm not, just throwing it out there, just saying, maybe it once you get the glasses, it'll all be clear. That's awesome. So yeah, to those new in the live, yeah, we're celebrating 6,000 subscribers tonight, which has been awesome. Yeah, I thought I was going to make it here months ago, but then it just all kind of like, oh no, no, that's a no go for you, brother. Um, not this time, dude. But things seem to be getting much more on track now. We've been cranking out the car. Mike's got a really successful channel. Mike, do you have any advice for us, Mike? Or you're just Mike's as lost as the rest of it. It's like, well, if you post content, the subscribers people will view it. You'll get the views, and then some of the views will turn into subscribers, and then you post another video, and you hope to do the same thing, and try to edit it, but make it happy, not sad. I don't know. You gotta post videos, and then the subscribers come, and then that lemonade got you more subs. Oh yes, the fresh squeezed butt crack lemonade. I don't even know how we went down that road. That was freaky. Oh no, I just lost the YouTube. Oh no. All right. Wrong button, dude. I was no, because this one time at Skydive Camp. Does anybody know how this thing works? Hold on, I hit the wrong button and it X'd out, so now I gotta go just off the phone. Um, yeah, did you ever do anything stupid? Yeah, that was me just now. Um, what could possibly go wrong, dude? I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's we're fixing it, I think. Exactly. Um, where's the button? Right here. We got this, guys. We got this. We're getting back on track here. Some idiot totally messed it up. We need to hire what do you call the guy that runs this stuff? Um, nope, that's the wrong button too. Oh boy. All right, we're back. Yeah, now I got it. I thought the live went dead for a second, like the live ended, but it wasn't. I hit the wrong button. What an idiot. I messed up my settings and can only make shorts. Bando was talking about some lady making 40. Yeah, okay, now we're back on track. Yeah, new house lock and key, yeah. Bando was talking about like some lady was making like $40,000 a month, like squeezing lemons with her butt, and then like selling like fresh squeezed butt crack lemonade. So we're like, well, for 40 grand a month, I'll squeeze some lemons. Like I'm a cyclist. I got like buns of steel. I could squeeze lemons all day. Um, yeah, yeah, damn, yeah, Dean. That's exactly what we said. For 40K a month, I'll squeeze lemons. Like I'll include a Polaroid with it too. For 40K a month, yeah, you'll get a Polaroid with it. I'm not sure why you would want one of those, but yeah. So anybody interested, we're selling fresh squeezed butt crack lemonade. I don't know, like 2 grand an ounce, but you got to order 20 ounces at a time. And yeah, we'll hook you up. Each 1 ounce jar will come with a Polaroid. I know, right? The dollar's crashing, man. The economy's bad. Do whatever you can to make a buck. That includes fresh squeezed butt crack lemonade. But wait, there's more. If you order now, if you're one of the first 50 callers, we'll double your order for the same price. You'll get 2 ounces, 2 separate ounces in. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. That's how I'm going to get myself in trouble. I said, well, hey, you know what? I've gotten myself in substantially less trouble talking about fresh squeezed butt crack lemonade than I did politics. So anybody who wants a lemonade, my email address is on the channel page. Go ahead, send me an email. And of course, nothing ships until the money's in my bank. You catch that poop virus, E. coli, yeah. Yo, what's up, dog? Carmen Lorenzo, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure. Welcome to the nonsense that we've got going on tonight. This is a 6,000 subscriber celebration, and we're celebrating with fresh squeezed butt crack lemonade. Cannon, what's happening, brother? Hope you brought your crayons tonight, man. We're rocking out. We're partying. It's a good time. Just for the lemon. No, it's like $2,000 an ounce, Cannon. That's why we're doing it. There's some woman that was making like $40K a month selling fresh squeezed butt crack lemonade. And of course, we're like, for $40K a month, I could squeeze some lemons, you know? But Cannon, how are you, man? Are you still surviving? How's life treating you? Did you get past that bowl of spaghetti? That's some really bad rigging there. Congratulations on 6,000 subs. Enjoy the lemonade. Sorry, Mike. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Mike. I hope we weren't too much for you. We definitely appreciate you being here. If you're having like bad thoughts after this, just talk to somebody that can help. Not anybody in this chat. I don't recommend them, but like somebody with a white coat, a clipboard, and a pen. Just be careful what you say, man. You don't want to end up in one of those self-hugging jackets. You know you said the wrong thing when that happens. Yeah. Oh, you're still dealing with. Yeah, that's quite the project you got there. How's your corgi, man? How's your corgi? How's Mojo doing? How's Mojo? Oh, Mike, yeah, we're a special crowd here. We absolutely love it, though. I enjoy it thoroughly. Someday we're going to get serious about some bushcrafting stuff. We're going to do some bushcrafting, some wood carving. We'll carve a canoe paddle or something. We'll see if it works. We'll test drive it. Yeah. Cannon, did you like that short that I sent you? Would you believe that I stepped on his paw's fingernail? Oh, Cannon, I totally believe it. But why'd you stop at the paw? Why didn't you just get the whole head? It's probably the same size. Oh goodness. How's the missus doing? How's your she's still what's that idiot on the interweb going on about your dog for? Wait, is this a bushcraft channel? Yeah, Newhouse. It is. I think it is. This is as much a bushcraft channel as your channel's a lockpicking channel. We got bushcrafting stuff out here, man. We're playing the game. Speaking of lockpicking, this is because lockpicking could be like a bug out bag item, right? Like in an emergency, you might want to pick a lock so that you can get into something and then be able to utilize that lock, hoping that nobody else can get in. But which doesn't make any sense because if you just pick the lock, somebody else could. But anyhow, I digress. I have lockpicks. Come on, Newhouse. I've got knives. Look at this. I've got a Japanese hatchet. Never been used. I left the wrapper on it still. I haven't even cut the thing off the protective thing yet. Because somebody will be like, oh man, that looks totally new. You never use it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're totally right. I've never used this one. Also, what else? We had the hatchet, right? Look at that. It's got a hickory handle, man. Hand forged head. It doesn't get more bushcrafty than that, does it? Does it? All right. And not only speaking, I'm gonna one up you. I got bushcraft stuff, and I've got lockpick stuff, man. This is my Southern specialties. This one should still have the freaking wrapper on it too. I fell at work today 2 times because once was enough. Lucky. Oh yeah. Well, be careful, Greg. Everything happens in threes, right? I absolutely suggest people put lockpicks in their bag. Yeah, and that's what I got here. Oh, Newhouse, I've made hundreds of fires on my workbench. I even make my own fire starters, man. But check out my lockpick kit. Now, Now, after years of experience, I've compiled this lockpick. No, that's total BS. What happened was is I won it in a giveaway from Rock Out with Your Lockout. That was almost after years of experience. I've compiled this kit for the most usable tools for your lockpicking experience. That's an absolute lie. I won this in a. It wasn't even like a competition or anything. I got lucky. It was a pick a number thing or something. But it's got all sorts of lockpicking things in here that. Oh, that's not. This is a crap card. I put that in there because I'm stupid. But this is, check this out. I got these too. These are, look at that dog tag lockpicks. Canon, right? Right, Canon? This is totally right down your alley. I don't know. I've heard these work pretty good. The Grim picks and stuff. But it's got all these lockpicks in here. And this one here is for picking a lock with two things. This one back here is for picking a lock with A7-9 things. And this right here is it looks kind of like a harpoon point. It's a harpoon pick. That's what it is. And check this James Bond crap out, man. Look at this, ready? This whoa, like it looks like one lock pick, right? Whoa. You've got four different lock picking options. I don't know what any four of them do, but man, it is cool to have something like that. Someday I'm going to find one of those YouTube lock picking channels and I'm going to watch like the entire live and I'm going to learn how to pick a lock. I mean, does that make us even? Well, it kind of makes us even and kind of, I don't know. I guess, no, man. If we were over on your channel, I would agree with you, but no, I'm going to one up you on my channel and be like, nah, dude, you're just inadequate. Look at this. This is another 4-way lock picker. For picking, this is for picking. Oh, isn't this one here is called an elephant trunk or something, right? Am I right? The one on the right here, elephant trunk, and this is a. Oh, 1, 2. This is a like a 4-way squiggly, and that's a 6-way squiggly, guys. Guys, if you're here to learn about lock picking, you are in the wrong place. The pointy one will open generic brand lever handles. Nope, that's just a short hook. Yeah, that's what I said. It's just a short hook, everybody. Really, don't anything I've said about picking locks, guys, just completely dismiss. I've got fart jokes that make more sense than that. But it's a great kit. I figure, these are turning tools, right? Turning tools. City rake. I picked a lock on one of those cheap lock boxes. Cannon's going to agree with me on this one. I think the best lockpick in the world is the M4 Benelli. That'll crack open some locks. B&A's crashing out, man. You getting up early tomorrow? I might be live tomorrow morning. I don't know. I could be. There's a possibility. But B&A, as always, it's a pleasure, man. Thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate your company. And on and off the interwebs, text me whenever, send me a message whenever you want, brother. It is always good to see you. And, yeah, turning tools or tension rations. I disagree. Tanks are the best. They even open bank vaults. Newhouse, when you're right, you're right. You are absolutely right, man. Oh, I've got my knives all crooked. Are you down with OCD? Yeah, you know me. Unacceptable. We need to dress this. Yeah, best lockpick is C4. I'm gonna one up you on the C4 cannon, and I'm gonna call the best lockpick an A10. And not a B2 or anything like that. The A10. That'll take the lock off a door. But yeah, breaching charges are cool. Size 10 dirt bike boots can take a lot of doors off hinges too. Yeah, Chaos, you're definitely right there, man. But yeah, so I've got this. This is made by Southern Specialties. This part's true. It's made by Southern Specialties. I won this in a giveaway, but it's kind of inspired me to move on to to I'm interested in doing the lock sport, not becoming a locksmith. Just do some James Bond lock picking and stuff like that. Because you know, it just seems who hasn't seen somebody pick a lock on a movie and been like, "Well, I wonder how you actually do that." I've been trying to figure it out. Adam Bomb will open every door for a while. Yeah, but that disqualifies Newhouse because when you open the door, there has to be something to go into. There's got to be a point behind it. If there's no room and there's no door, then it's just you're just walking across some rubble. So yeah, the room still has to be in existence. I mean, because yeah, that would blow up all the money and everything. You'd get nothing out of it. It would be a horrible thing. Um, but yeah. So this is a cool little item, isn't it? Southern Specialties Lockpick Kit. Eventually, someday, I'll learn how to use it. I'm gonna put together a proper like a big boy size lock kit eventually. But it's highly functional. But all the goods will Newhouse, all the goods will be vaporized, man. Gregory Rooftop and but oh yeah. So yeah, all the new people in the chat, like, how's your day going? You got anything exciting planned for the week? What's everybody EDCing today? Or did you already dump the pockets? Pocket dump. That's like one of the best parts of the day is just unloading everything. You just depends on how much you carry. But that has got to be not the ones on the outer limits. They will just be radioactive. Right, yeah. So why not? Yeah. A couple days, a few weeks worth of radiation poisoning. That there. The juice is worth the squeeze for sure. It's tasty beverage time. So yeah, eventually back to the knife thing because wow, we not only saw something shiny, but we chased it for 20 minutes. And that sort of thing happens here often. So these 5 knives. Oh no, well it's 5. This is a trainer. So we'll put the trainer in an obscure like we got to do this one a little bit differently. So these 5 knives, I want to do like a full up matching set along with the combat tomahawk. I'm gonna like all matching scales, same finish. Like I said, along with the combat tomahawk. That is so before I go branching off into like some other brand or something like that, when it comes to fixed blades, this is just going to be my field. I'll mix and match it, and it's like I love it because like these two are like awesome EDC fixies, right? These two are not like unless you're like some real giant dude, you're not really EDCing these two. The calcula in the middle is the overlap between them in my world, and you can definitely EDC the calcula. So, and you could definitely use it as a like quality field knife with a 4-inch blade. I want a real Warhammer. Oh, who was it? Choir Boys Outdoors Scab. They've got some insane like modern Warhammer thing that's just yeah, it breaks things really well. Greg, I was shoveling a roof off a trailer. Stepped through the skylight and landed in the kitchen. Chaos, that's priceless, man. I got scaffold tossed across a garage once while drywall. So I got caught in the wind once and landed in the middle of a baseball game. That was a little awkward. Like that actually happened right down in Nashua, New Hampshire. I was jumping a skydive pepperel and I accidentally misjudged the winds. Bullshit. And I landed at a baseball game. The truth is there's a lot of people that chase like jumping in all 50 states. Well, whatever, 51, 52, 53 now. Who's keeping track? But there's people that want to jump and land in every state, all 50 states. And the awkward part is the state of New Hampshire has no skydiving center. But just because they don't have a skydiving center doesn't mean you can land there. Like Skydive Pepperell is like right next door. And if you get out of the plane at the right time and the winds are in your favor, you can accidentally land there. I guess it doesn't matter anymore now because if they could pull my ratings, I could care less. But yeah, speaking of stuff that I like, have you seen the video of a SOG spear someone threw at a car on the highway? No, Newhouse, I missed that one. That's got to be good stuff. Who does that though? Who throws a spear off the? Oh, I shouldn't ask. There's an answer. There's an answer, and I probably don't want the answer. But why would somebody? No, no. There's an answer to that too. Yeah, man. Some people are just messed up nowadays. I've seen it where they throw rocks off of bridges and stuff. That's just insane. The trailer was at the trailer park down on Seward Road in Concord. That does, yeah. Scab broke a bolt on that Warhammer. Yeah, he did. He did. You're right, Greg. Yeah, he did break that thing. So I guess isn't it so? Who makes that? Do you know, Greg? I'm curious as to who makes that now. I can't remember the name of the maker. Um, I'll send it to you. It was thrown from another car. Yeah, Venezuela is a state now. Um, oh yeah, fire starters, right? We were talking about fire starters because new house is like I've started. Man, I spent weeks. I'm still cleaning up soot from burning hundreds of these in here. But there you go, new house. Fire starters, man. We've started hundreds of these in here. And oh look. Yeah, so we're not only did we have fires in here, but we we tested like 5 or 6 different recipes for these type of fire starters, and we was in here like every Friday night and Sunday morning, like just cranking on the ferro rod, starting different fires. We compared them to a lot of stuff too, like the wet tinder tabs. I had a few other fire starters as well, but we burnt them all up doing comparisons. And yeah, this is the recipe that we like best. So I made 100 of them or so. Anybody that's interested, we sell 2 tins for $20. Everybody else, I did my due diligence. Everybody else is selling them for like 11.95 plus 6.95 shipping, but $20 gets you 2, and I cover the shipping. So if you're interested, like shoot me an email, hit me up on Instagram. How much is the kitchen knife? I think this is in a CPM 3V. It's the Alaris. Man, I want to say they're somewhere around like 260, 300-ish in that price range. But yeah, Dave James is in here, meow. How you doing, Dave James? Always a pleasure, my man. Newhouse. No, I'm not on Discord. I'm not active on Discord. I can jump on there. The problem with Discord is well, I'm the problem with Discord. I don't know how it works. And like other people would be having conversations and it would just beep, 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 all day long, man. Like everything, like even I would close out the Discord app, like, hit the X button and still I'm like, and now go check like, oh, somebody wants to talk to me. But no, it wasn't for me. Maybe it was doing psychological damage long term or something. Yeah, Newhouse. I got Instagram or get Chaos. Text Newhouse my phone digits if you don't mind. Does Phobos ship to UK? Do you know? Dave James, I do believe he'll ship just about anywhere as long as it's legal or something. But yeah, you should have no problems having them shipped to you. I'm sure there might be some adjustment in the shipping or something. I don't know. I can't speak on that, but yeah, he does ship internationally. So yeah, man, just shoot him an email, tell him you saw it here on the channel, and he'll hook you up as best he can. Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem if he labels it as a kitchen knife. Dude, I just shipped lockpicks to Bosnia. Yeah, I'm sure that was to the locksmith, right? Shipping lockpicks to Bosnia. That is awesome. But yeah, Dave James, man, yeah, jump on phobosknives.com, and their website's on hold, but you can send them an email. The email address will pop up, and Yeah, just throw him a question. He'll get back to you. And like I said, tell him you know me, and that'll help you out a smidge. Oh, the mini is the bomb. I want to get another one. I have an issue. I have issues. I have a lot of issues. I have I used to own just 3 knives and I was fine with it, but now I think oh no, I'm turning into a YouTuber. I want to have more knives. Um yeah, like I've got oh yeah. I got 2 of these. I got 2 calculos. See, that's the whole problem is when you start getting 2 each, then you want to like you're like, "Oh, what if you have like cuz they come in 2 different finishes and they're both, like one of them's really really functional. It's the PVD is corrosion resistant and everything, but at the same time, you're like, "Oh, the satin finish is so beautiful." Now do you see what I've gone and done? This is anybody out there with even a smidge of OCD is going to see the problem with this now. See, the problem is look. If well, this is a trainer, it doesn't count. So I should get a real satin finish mini with the skeletonized because that would go right there, right? But then you see, I've got a satin finish and a PVD, a satin finish and a PVD and a PV. No, the satin finish one is missing here, and then the PVD finish is missing. Yeah, that's a problem. That's unacceptable. We're not going to be able to live with that. And you want to have a home set and an outdoor set. No, he might charge you double. No, Dave, he'll take good care of you. I use a hand tool screwdriver, Rad's code. You have too many. I'd be glad to help you by accepting one. Yeah, but new house, it's got to go to a good home. You've got to have, at minimum, you got to have the 8 ounce can of Wicked Wax. And these I wouldn't sharpen these knives on anything but a diamond plate. So yeah, in order for any of these knives to go to a good home. Oh, and yeah, hell no. I'd like to get enough knives. I want to start giving away some actually as part of like the channel. I originally was trying to do it with the memberships. I had $10 memberships going, but it was 100% going to go towards like a monthly giveaway for Phobos Knives, or however often the memberships came out that it paid for Phobos Knives. I wanted to give it away, so I was going to use like channel membership money. But as it stands right now, we have 4 active channel members, on regular active channel members. So Justin Ronan, welcome to the chat, my man. Always a pleasure to see you. How you doing, brother? Andy Cap, looks like you got a bunch of knives. Yeah, Andy. Yeah. I do have a man. Not really. I mean, there's people out there that have way more knives than me. Way more. If you're into knives after 12, you probably have a head injury. That dude. Yeah, Noah. That's so awesome, man. That was so. Are you an idiot or what? Like, don't you use a knife in your kitchen? I don't get it. Some people just, you don't make any sense, my man. You gotta, like, I'm disappointed in that level of trolling. Like, if you're gonna troll, like, be creative. Come up with something original. Like, that's just like, I don't know. It screamed you needed attention, but in a weird kind of way. Oh, I can buy Wicked Wax, and I have a Work Sharp sharpener. Yeah, no, not a Work Sharp, man. It's got to be a Wicked Edge. Well, didn't I say that? I have a Wicked Sharp. I mean, no, I have a Work Sharp. What the hell's the thing called? It's a Work Sharp. Yeah, it's a Work Sharp. I'm not a fan of it at all. It does have the diamond thingies, but it's just, I just don't dig it. It's got a lot of wiggle to it, and I got to order some piece to stop it from wiggling, which I think is just ridiculous. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is that's going to end up in a giveaway at some point. Yeah, because somebody will appreciate it more than I do. I don't really enjoy it. But I want a Wicked Edge Gen 4 Pro with micro adjust. Go ahead, Fatty Claus. Write that down. They came out with a new version that saw... Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Like, now I got to buy a new version, or I got to buy some, like, 3D printed thing from somewhere. And I don't... Like, it's still got... It's kind of like let's redesign the Lansky. You know, like, I would just rather use a Lansky. Because I have a diamond Lansky set and it works great. I've been using Lansky for like well over 30 years, 33, 34 years. Oh, Dylan, thanks for subscribing, man. We definitely appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the live. Welcome, welcome. Everybody here is relatively friendly for the most part. Just if you feed them, pull your hand away quick. um, yeah, that is awesome. You just said, yeah, well, yeah, but that's diamond stones on you know what I'm saying. A new house, I'm trying to discourage you from wanting my knives. I like my Arkansas stones, but they don't work. Yeah, I don't think the Arkansas stone, man. You're probably gonna wear out the stone before you sharpen Magna Cut. So yeah, that would just be a problem. I wouldn't want my knives to ruin your sharpening stones. But yeah, I think before you got this sharp, you'd wear out the stone. That is that. Well, that's one of the rough parts about some of the super steels is they're so hard. It's just not doable. I'm not. I consider. Yeah, yeah. Ground fog. You gotta. Yeah, give him his space, man. He he bites, and we're not sure that penicillin still works on that. Um, yeah, Justin. I'm being greedy now. I need a second one. I need a satin finish one. I really do. Because I've got a satin finish mini. I got a PVD finish mini. I got a satin finish calcula, a PVD finish calcula, and then like right here there should be, like you guys get there should be a pattern in order to match up the scales and everything, except for this one. So I'm gonna have to get another one of these. This is one of those knives you can't replace. That's that has sentimental value. I have my other Phobos knives too. Yeah, I've got my tier 1 mini Gen 2 and my tier 1C custom. Eric Hansen made these for me. I've got a couple sets of scales for this knife. I can switch it out. But yeah, and the tier 1C is a beast. CPM 3V 1/4 inch spine. I'm gonna put a lanyard on it and really give it a go for the chopping. I think it's not gonna be like a super chopper, like those giant work tough choppers, but it's gonna be a solid. You could do some serious chopping with it. The next super steel I will have CPM 1000 MOV plus plus. Is that are they coming out with it, Neil, or are you just Neil speculating? Oh, Dylan, I have a couple. Man, that's always the trickiest question. All of these knives are my favorites. This is these ones I was just showing. This is my first custom knives ever. All the knives I ever bought in my life came off the shelf out of a box, So these are extra special, right? And then I was wanting this calcula for a long time since they came out. It was like well over a year. I'm like, I got to get a calcula. I got to get a calcula. So Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids, they pitched in and got me this one for Christmas. So it's an awesome, awesome Christmas present. That same Christmas, Eric sent me this Alaris CPM 3V. So this was a Christmas present from Eric Hansen as well. Love it with the black G10 liners and the ivory micarta scales. CPM 3V, nice satin finish. And man, I've chopped everything in the kitchen you could possibly think of with this thing. And then this one, like I was just saying, this was Eric Hansen's EDC knife. This is what he was carrying on his belt every day. And I was geeking out on the calcula, and this knife right here, this was my first knife with carbon fiber scales. It's so much better now that I lubed it. So I was totally geeking out on it. And so he's like, hey, I bet you would appreciate this. And he sent me this one, the calcula with PVD, carbon fiber scales, right? And yeah, so this was like whoever your knife maker is, yeah, imagine your favorite knife maker is a cool dude and sends you his EDC knife. So these are all my favorites, man. And some of these were sent, some of the other ones were sent from Phobos Knives as a gift, for the channel. Like, hey, you need some knives to use? Here's some knives. So In fact, funny story. When I was waiting for the box of knives to come in, and I was cruising around a lot of different channels at the time. And some of you might know Palmer Conley, really cool younger dude. Um, well, him and I were talking about it, and he's like, "Oh, when's it coming?" I'm like, he's like, "What's in it?" And I said, "I don't know, man, but it weighs like it was like 6 pounds 10 ounces." And the live chat got a little bit confused with it. And for some reason, like a box of knives that weighed like 6 pounds 10 ounces, somebody thought we had just had a kid. So all of a sudden, the whole chat's like, "Congratulations, that's awesome, having a new baby." And I'm like, "What are you?" Palmer and I are like, "What are they talking about?" Um, but yeah, we had to clarify it. But yeah, so a box of knives got turned into just having a baby, and it was some knives that from Phobos Knives. Yeah, Justin, I don't, because man, you're right. When you're right, you're right. I still haven't. You know what the crazy part is? Is I still have the dye right here. I still have it. It's the actual, the synthetic Rit dye more. Man, I still got the dye. I don't even know the reason I haven't, man, because it's not because I'm a lazy loser. It's I want to clarify that real quick. The reason being is it was a Christmas gift, man, and I'm not sure if I should modify it or keep it as it was. I really do, but I like the ivory micarta, but ivory, it's like the perfect color to change color. Like you could go any color you wanted to, but it was a Christmas gift, so I'm not sure if I should modify it or not. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, it's not because I'm a lazy turd nugget or anything. It really isn't. I mean, it's not like some super project. I could do it up while I was making spaghetti or something. Um, but yeah, you're right. Hey man, when you're right, you're right. And I'm gonna give you guys I try to give you guys the best answer and always the honest answer. So um yeah, Justin Ronan, now you're thinking outside the box. I should shoot him an email and be like, "Hey, can I get another set of ivory micarta scales?" Wait, hold on. If I were to do that, can I get a set of ivory micarta scales for all of them? And then I could do like a whole one batch custom colored super. Oh, that would be sweet, wouldn't it? Yeah, Thomas, the blade is awesome. It's got like a lot of belly and everything, but I'll tell you, it's great. It's slicier than it looks too. I'm not sure how much you can see on that guy. Man, I've sliced onions and tomatoes, and I've done a bunch of little cuts in the hot dogs, so your condiments don't slide off. I've done that with this. Man, I've cut ribs and pork chops and steaks and chicken. I've like cut up a whole chicken. It's really fun, like cutting up a whole. It's even more fun if you're pretending, because like a chicken's about the same size as a cat. So, um, hell yeah. Could I get a set of all your knives with ivory scales? Yeah, man, that wouldn't that be great? Or what's great is these are another fun fact about Phobos knives is they are all currently being done with Torx T25 screws. And the reason being is you find it frequently on different weapons mounting platforms, different types, whatever, NVGs, optics, red dots. They all tend to be T25 now, and also on mountain bikes. And a fun fact: Eric Hansen is an avid mountain biker as well, and we've had multi-hour long conversations about mountain biking. Absolutely, an absolute pleasure talking to that man. He has some really unique experiences. Can Oh, Canon. I don't think um this is probably too big, but I would probably use something like this. This is like for trimming down a corgi. It's probably plenty of length. You could just cut it in half the long wise. How is that corgi doing, man? Besides you stepping on it, the corgi. Hey, corgi, let me hear your war cry. Charbroiled corgi with a sweet baby. Oh yeah, chaos, of course, man. It's got to have some baby rays, not just for the flavor, but for the volume. I mean, what is that's like one of those, like when you go to the real fancy restaurants and like you're in the mood to eat a full turkey, but then they give you like this tiny overcooked pheasant. I think that would be the equivalent. That is absolutely priceless, guys. Oh, for everything else, there's MasterCard. So yeah, so that's all and oh yeah, okay, back to my favorite knives. I only have one folder at the moment. It's this one. This one now. We're rocking like 14 months with this folder. And what's this is he's not in here anymore. He had to go to bed. But Brand New American gifted this to me about 14 months ago, random, because I didn't have a folder. I'm like, dude, but I got plenty of fixed blades. He's like, but dude, you should have a folder. And he sent me this Spyderco. It's a discontinued model, the Sage 5. Bando Picks, what's happening, brother? It is good to see you, man. Go to a 5-star restaurant, order a steak, and put some A1 sauce on it. No, Newhouse, if you really want to get the tempers flaring, man. Yeah, anybody, what's that movie, Waiting, Nothing sets off the flavor of a steak like some ketchup. That is absolutely funny. Yeah, Dave James. Yeah, Spyderco makes it. This is actually my first Spyderco as well. I had checked them out before, but I wasn't in that much of a need of a knife that I ended up getting one. I ended up I had a ZT 0200 for quite a few years. And then after my ZT 0200, I went to the Spartan Blades Palace blackout folder, which was sweet. I think it like $290 DLC, fully DLC coated folder. It was S35 VN Steelman. I thoroughly enjoyed that knife. I didn't use it too much. I ended up after the Chinese AIDS, I was in need of some money, so it was one of the many things. Probably like I ended up selling like 90% of my life. So, but yeah, one of the things I sold. I want the Man X2 Tonto. Yeah, that one looks great. I'm not a Tonto type person. I've owned one Tonto knife in my life. It was a nice cold steel back in the day. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like that much of a ninja, it's just not my style. I look the look of Spyderco. Oh yeah, you like the look of Spydercos are fancy looking, especially and they do use genuine carbon fiber and stuff. Yeah, this has got a customized blacked out pocket clip, which I like. I don't think I'd like the shiny one too much. I don't know, but this is how it came, and this is how I keep it. It's nice and slim. Goes in the front left pocket every single day. I don't pocket clip it. It actually sits in the pocket. And yeah, I this is, in the wonderful land of YouTube, especially in the world of KnifeTube, there's very few people who can genuinely say this is my EDC knife, and I'm not BS. Like, it's not one of 5, it's not one of 6, it's not one of 3. This is the one folding knife I EDC, and then I have a fixed blade, and usually for my fixed blades, it's either the Tier 1 Mini, one of these two, or one of the Calculas. I don't EDC the mini because I only have one, and it stays with my Tier 1 BC as like a companion knife. Like 2 is 1, 1 is none. Oh man, you got the wrong channel. Yeah, this isn't that channel there, dudette. Yeah, not my thing. Kind of creepy too, dude. Hey, Cannon, take that dude out there. What's his name there? Ianian, the one that's when did you kiss the first guy? That's just nonsense. We know you're just gay and not saying it, yeah. Oh no, Cannon, you're not Cannon, not dude, that was friendly fire now, you tard. Oh my god, Cannon, what am I gonna do with you, dude? That was just Yeah, things like that happen here. Um, yeah, sorry about that, Justin. That was he's a jarhead. What can we say? But yeah, Cannon Justin's on our team. That was friendly fire, dude. Oh, I didn't know you was that way. Yeah. Oops. I just dropped a 155 on his head. Yeah, sorry about that, Justin. He's still in training, man. Back to the RTR tent. Oh, what do they call it in the Marine Corps? I don't know. In the Army, it was an RTR tent, the retraining tent. Like, oh, you didn't pass the task, so you have to go retrain it. Like on the Mod Deuce or something. Um, no, you got it. No, that was yeah, no, Bando picks got him, and then Cannon deleted your message. Oh, Cannon, there's hope for you, man. We still love your brother, but you gotta check your fire, man. Friendly fire is unacceptable. You should know this. I'm not once again, Cannon. I'm not mad at you, man. I'm disappointed. Oh yeah, no, Justin, you're totally cool, man. You say what you want to say, man. You've been a regular here for a whole bunch of time. You know how we roll. You can say it's Cannon just needs to check his aim. He's yeah, Cannon's still in training, man. If he keeps screwing up, he's gonna end up being an EIOU one. Like you'll never make E5 here, Cannon. You're gonna be an EIOU one. Can, Cannon will have like 4 years time in service, and he'll still be an EIOU one. Um, Bando, yeah. Bando, how are you doing tonight, man? Let's see how Bando's doing tonight. Bando, you doing your live chat tomorrow, or you on a little hiatus, taking a break, a little R&R? They're both Marines. They get a pass. Yeah, they do. Oh wow, man. Oh, there's the crayon eaters never cease to amaze me. Nothing but love, brothers. Nothing but love. Semper Fi from an army guy. That's what I like to say. It is absolutely outstanding. Cannon just doesn't want your cool patch. Yeah, yeah, Cannon. Cannon, have you seen these? That's you're only gonna see them, man. It's gonna be a while before we ship you one. Um, you got to prove yourself, son. Um, you can see them, but you can't put them on. That's like when you're doing goofy stuff like in airborne school when all the people they like run straight to the clothing and sales and they got their beret and everything right away and their airborne tab and stuff. And those dudes seem to be the first ones to wash out. So it's like don't jinx yourself. Boondock, New Hampshire is in the house. Boondock, how you doing, my man? Oh, thank you. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why we're doing this live. Yeah, 6,000 subscribers celebration. We're rocking it up in here tonight. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not sure. It's kind of a celebration and simultaneously it's kind of a nonstop moronathon. Yeah, we've been having chuckles. Speaking of which, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tappity tap the little ringy dingy thingy so that you get future notifications. And of course, don't forget to tap those emojis because I don't know. I'm still I don't know about emojis all the time. It's still something I'm trying to work into my life. I do remember life before emojis. Anybody else? But apparently emojis helps your channel. So if you guys emoji, why don't you guys yeah, everybody send Cannon some hearts because we gave him a solid chew. Crap, I'm so. Oh yeah, Cannon, you're we got a lot of work with you, son. Um, I did some serious preparations that I can't really talk about, but yeah. All right, Bando's getting his preps ready. Don't blame you, man. You never know. You never know. Anything can happen. Um, I would subscribe, but you're just skipping over me. The snack block is the safest folding lock blade I've ever seen. Yeah, Zach, I don't skip over anybody. There's just there's a bunch of people. I try to get to everybody, but yeah, as far as the snap lock is the safest one. Yeah, I don't know that much about them, to be honest. When it comes to folding knives, I don't know that much about it to really give a genuine, educated opinion on what the safest locking mechanism is. From what I've seen, it's actually what's that company called? Extrema Ratio. They've even got like a backup pin you can put in it that locks it out completely. They've got what is it? The Extrema Rayo 2 and the Rayo Mini. Those are probably the safest locking knives because they actually have a pin to reinforce it. But yeah. Yeah, it's okay, man. I understand everybody wants to. Hey, at least I'm not one of those BS channels that only answer super chats because there's plenty of them. Like, yeah, you're not a part of the conversation unless you're paying. Yeah, we don't do that here. Quite frankly, yeah, I just haven't the time for that. And I'd imagine the chat would get pretty boring pretty quick. But hey, there's plenty of them out there. In fact, there's the 48-time felon, JD Delay. He's one of those people that only answers super chats. He hasn't got the time for the rest of you. Me, I say keep your money in your pocket, and we'll have a conversation anyhow. Look into it, man. It opens sideways and has a spring body handle, and it's really thin. Oh, made by CRKT? Yeah. Yeah, this is my fourth winter in a car. Old hat at this point. Yeah, you do. You acclimatize to the outdoors pretty quick. Like, yeah, a couple of 2-3 seasons outdoors, and it's just another day. Yeah, when I was bike touring, it was like that. I was outdoors like, I'd say at least 350 days out of the year on average. And the weather is just, it doesn't become weather anymore. It just becomes how it is for today. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. Yeah. Is it like the M16 style, the CRKT M16? I appreciate you, man. Check out the knife; it's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll run across. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of knives out there now, and that's the problem with knives is there's tens of thousands of knives out there, and yeah, to try to if CRKT were something I was trying to carry or something, I might, but I wish I bought it more when silver was at 18. I put away some for my daughter, but never enough. Yeah, yeah. I think there's a whole bunch of us are saying that. Yeah, I wish I had bought silver when it was at $18 an ounce or $12 an ounce or something. I wish I had bought more gold when it was $1,200 an ounce. Wow, you'd be making. But that's the whole thing, man. It's not gold and silver are not increasing in value. Just the dollar's becoming worthless. If my interior is above 20 Fahrenheit, I'm happy. Yeah. Yeah, if you're sleeping, that's fine. If you got the right bag, some good insulation on the from the ground and stuff, yeah, man. Yeah, 20 is no big deal. It's for me it used to be when it got sub-zero, like below zero. Not below 32, but below zero. Yeah, yeah, Dave James ain't lying. Yeah, I'm pretty much Phobos for life. So, I mean, Phobos doesn't have a folder as of now. So unfortunately, I have to find someplace else for a folder. But I really don't look too hard either. I'm more of a fixed blade guy than a folder. But yeah, Dave knows. Any recommendations for a sleeping bag that doesn't suck for cold weather? It depends on if you're not worried about pack volume and stuff. I like the Snug Pack Special Forces system. It's kind of like the military MSS, the multi-sleep system. Just a smidge better. I like the center zip on it. You can, and oh yeah, where'd you go? Where'd you go? And the bivy bag packs down to this. This is So here's a 1 liter bottle, or I think a micro mo jet boil or something. But this is a whole bivy bag. Yeah, this system here, the Snug Pack SF sleep system. Um, it's a little bit pricey, but it's great. I thoroughly enjoy it. They really are great looking too, easy guy. No, these are all Phobos knives. For operators by operators, owned by Eric Hansen out of Tennessee. Grizz kind of depends. Yeah, Grizzly Kelty sleeping bags are really nice. Kind of depends on use case. Yeah, yeah. There's so many variables in gear. It's really hard to say like what environment, what are the extremes that you're going to be camping out under. Oh, E Dog, thanks, man. Yeah, they're yeah. The one of the things I like about Phobos knives is it's kind of like it's where function meets fashion or fashion meets function. One of those things. They're all like they're elegant looking, but they're highly functional. They're work tools. For those that don't know, Eric Hansen's got a lifetime of outdoors experience. He was active duty U.S. Army for 22 years. He was an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He continued to do some things after his 22 years of active duty. Um, so yeah, there's a whole lifetime of experience that went into his designs and making his knives, and they are absolutely outstanding. All day from Sydney. Which one's your? Um, yeah, from Sydney. They're all my favorite, really. Yeah, they I could go on about these things for hours, but yeah, Phobos Knives is by far my favorite brand. It was my first custom knife. Fun fact: Eric Hansen's only made 17 custom knives for civilians, and I've got two of them. So yeah, those are my favorite because they're my first custom knives. But one of them was a gift. It was one of his EDC knives, and one of my knives, Mrs. Bushcraft, and the kids got me. So yeah, they're kind of all my favorite, um, which is kind of awkward to say, but 800 for the SF. That's 8 ounces of silver. Yeah, you can detach the blade from the handle really easy, and if you know how to open it well, it opens faster than a switchblade. I'm a fixed blade guy too, but the CRKT is really good, safe, compact carry. Yeah, Zach. Once again, yeah, I really don't know. I'm not a fan of CRKT. I'm really not. Whatever. Aren't they another one of those companies that sold out? Like, oh, we're an American company, but all our stuff is made in Dragon Country. I try to avoid those places at all cost. Um, Tim Lucas, I have a Tops knife. I paid 200 for. It's nice. Yeah, Tops makes some great stuff. Tops Essie is another good one. Yeah, that's the thing. We're like living in the golden age of knives. Never in history has there been so many high quality, dependable, reliable knives on the market. But at the same time, we have a tremendous amount of um, cheap, fast made, quick, imported from Country pocket trash that won't cut it wouldn't slice bread. There's a lot of pocket trash out there. Sorry, y'all falling asleep. All right, Cannon. Thanks for hanging out, man. We'll see you soon. I'm sure I'll talk to you. We got to do some training, dude, which is absolutely awesome. Have a great night, Cannon, and man, be safe out there tomorrow. Are you a fan of Lion Steel T5? I have one. I haven't owned a Lion Steel T5, so I wouldn't comment on it to be honest. I've looked at Lion Steel, but I haven't owned one. Most of my knives, back in the day, I used to get Gerber and Sog like everybody else, and then I got into ZT and then Spartan blades and then Phobos knives. Um, I'm not like a knife hoarder. Like pretty much 90% of what I own is on the table. I don't have 500 knives, nor do I want 500 knives. The knives that I have, I've used over the years. So, do you have a good budget axe that you would recommend? Well, define budget. Like what's your budget? Like maybe I don't know, get whatever. That's the whole thing. If you're getting budget, get something in the budget category. I've been out of the budget category now for 15 years. Because I've after a lifetime of spending money on Gerber axes and hatchets and SOG this and this and that, I came to realize that that stuff has a very short life expectancy if you're actually using it. So yeah, if you're looking for something to throw in your bug out bag just in case, get budget. And then the cool part about buying budget equipment is while you're using it, you can pick out the next piece you want because it's not going to last very long. Remember, you get what you pay for. Like, yeah, if you're getting budget, I mean, I'm not a budget channel. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. I am not a budget channel. I'm a buy once, cry once, quality over quantity kind of guy. I've bought my fair share of budget gear, and that's why you see none of it here. None of it survived under real world use. None of it. So yeah, yeah, I've used all the budget gear, and yeah, it's just not worth my time or my money. Like I will never do a video like my $200 Walmart camp gear challenge because I won't give Walmart $200 knowing that that gear is absolute trash. Ozark Fail is trash. Everything they make, everything about it is trash. Most especially their sewn products. I've been through every Ozark Fail tent that they made for years and years because skydivers would buy them to camp out in the drop zone overnight, and the things wouldn't last the weekend most of the time. And being a master parachute rigger, they'd come dragging in their tent like some old jarhead doing the sea bag drag, and be like, "Mister Rigger, can you fix my tent's falling apart? Like bring it back to Walmart." Like I fixed them all. They're all trash. Everything, the sleeping bags, the tents, like it's just absolute trash. Um, what do you think of Benchmade? I think Benchmade's pretty good. I think they got they definitely applied greedflation to their knives a few years ago. But yeah, Benchmade makes a good knife. But I think that they overcharge for it. Toby, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, these are love these knives, man. Definitely quality over quantity for sure. Fiskars composite axes are very good for the price. Yeah, Fiskars. I've used Fiskars. I've had the Gerber hatchets, the Gerber axe, the medium Gerber hatchet axe, whatever they want to call it. I had the goofy little one where the saw pulls out the handle, but the saw doesn't really cut anything for very long. It's like made out of recycled aluminum cans. Um, but yeah, P38 can openers. I can't find the big one. Okay, yeah. You just go on Scamazon. But here's the trick, man. Here's the thing about these. So you don't get some cheap Dragon Country trinket. Yeah, the smaller one is the P38. The bigger one is the P51. And there is, let's see if we can get, focus says me. Oh, it's upside down. We got that kind of clarity. Yeah, it's the Shirley Company. Is that the name of it? I'm using this as a magnifier, but that's the one you want to go through, and they're still inexpensive. I think I get like, I don't know. I think I get like a 10 pack for $5 or something if you get a 10 pack. I try to buy some every once in a while because I like to throw them in like giveaway packages and stuff. Or if I'm sending a friend something, I'll just like, here's a P38 or a P51. I usually get the P51 over the P38. I like the larger size. It's just easier on the fingers and everything. And yeah, these things are great. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there's fakes and knockoffs everywhere. See, what I don't understand is they let Dragon Country, like we have copyright laws and all that stuff, laws and patents and everything in the United States. The problem is Dragon Country doesn't care and they make this stuff anyhow. What bothers me the most is that the United States allows them to import this stuff still, knowing that they're infringing on like copyright laws and intellectual property and patents and things like that. That's the bothersome part about it. Um, yeah, Shelby. What, Boondock? You don't have one, or do you have? Do you need one, man? I'll put one aside for you. We're gonna hook up at some point, and dude, I'll give you one for sure. Yeah, I do. I do recommend the P51s over the P38s. I think that the P38s are like great, like a super duper emergency. I think they make them to satisfy the gram weenies. No, there wasn't gram weenies back then, but yeah, I'm trying to read what everybody's writing there. Don't be that needy, man. Like that's I don't understand some people. My favorite camp hatchet is the 50-year-old Eastwick with the water. Yeah, Amazon does have a military surplus section. Oh, right on, Boondock. You're good to go. All right, man. Oh, let's see what CSG. Oh, I can't even find his comment. Or is he just saying that? Because you got people that'll do that. All right, yeah, CS Ghost. What was your comment? Because I'm not even seeing it come up. Oh, something to maybe check out. What am I checking out? Yeah, just ask the question again. And yeah, if I don't get to everybody's question, it might be because I'm busy answering other people. If I miss it, just re-ask the question. Oh, so all that and you were just teasing. Well, you know what we do to that? See ya, man. I don't have time for people's silly little games. Like, play your game someplace else. Grow up. Okay, didn't know if I had a dedicated section under the general sheath. I'll write it again shorter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Um, yeah, and self-defense tactical whip has no place on a bushcraft channel. So take your goofy little self, go ask mommy for a hug, and go back to your video games. You're an absolute tool. Yeah, so what else have we got going on, guys? So, um, yeah, that's about it. Um, yeah, I've put out a bunch of shorts lately. If you guys get a chance, check them out. Come back, tell me what you think. Like, share, leave a comment, all that good stuff. It definitely helps the channel and will help us bring better content. Oh, they are. They're very righteous, my man. Absolutely. Dasmu. Oh, my favorite folders. My favorite folders. I would have to say. I kind of like Medford. I definitely like Spartan Blade. Spartan Blade's got some great stuff. The Palas folder, the Hersey models. Um, but yeah, Justin Ronan taking off, brother. Thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you being here. Um, but yeah, those would be some of my favorites. Actually, some of my favorite knives. Um, I'm so biased on this channel. Some of my favorite knives haven't been produced yet. Phobos Knives has some folders in design that he'll be coming out with, and when he does, they'll definitely be here. But yeah. Other than that, I like Spartan Blades Medford. TCal Knives just came out with a folder. It's worth checking out. There's another veteran-owned American-made company, TCal. If you check out their stuff. But yeah, 99.99% of the time, when it comes to knives, it's definitely U.S. made. I try to support U.S. products as much as I can whenever I can, as long as it's good. Just because it's made in the USA doesn't mean it's good. You got some people out there producing trash, stamping it USA, but it really isn't all that good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, self-defense, tactical whip, be a man and carry a pew-pew. Chaos, you tell him, brother. You're 110% right, spot on. I wouldn't disagree with you for a second. But yeah. So I love the small business, U.S. made stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I live for that stuff. In fact, there's another small company that's been around for like 30 years. Um, a lot of people dig it. It's called Predator Tools. They're out of New Jersey. One of the things I've been looking for most of my grown up life, because I've had the all the big box store little digging tools, little trowels and stuff. Is a company called Predator Tools in New Jersey. This is the model 85 CT. It's a hand digging tool. It was originally designed for metal detecting and stuff like that, but it's been adopted by military EOD and recovery teams amongst other people. Awesome tool. This is the cool one. But wait, there's more. It gets better. This it looks the same. This is the Model 75 C Crusader, and any Gen Xers will remember this one for sure. The difference between this one and the other one is it's got a slightly bigger handle. The handle's been CNC milled, and it has a hollowed out handle, right? With instead of the compass being on the outside so it breaks, it's on the inside so it still works. And because a lot of this is for digging a cat hole, right? If you forgot the TP, Mrs. B found these little toilet tabs, little highly compressed shit tickets, and you can literally fit 10 of them in the handle. You just, a little water off the camelback or something, and yeah, you're in business, man. Like they say, no job is finished until the paperwork is done. So this company is out of New Jersey. It's owned by George Leshy. His wife Pam processes the orders and stuff. Classic, like brick and mortar mom and pop shop, making these things for like 30 years. They've got some full size shovels and everything. I'm going to get into a little bit later on. But yeah, another great made in the U.S. product that's just next level. I remember those when I was like 13. It was yeah, the Rambo knife, right? You could order it out the back of like almost any magazine for $12.99 or $13.99, whatever it was. It wasn't much money, and it had the pleather sheaths that you ended up like reinforcing a dozen times with duct tape. Do you know how or what steel that? I don't know offhand. I'll look it up. I'll know for sure by Friday. I don't think he stamps it with the type, but these are like stamped U.S. made and numbered. And then got the eagle there. This was made in 2024, and then it's got it's hard to see. It's got the USA Predator Tools. But yeah, I'll look it up. It's quality steel. I know it's like heat treated and everything. Like I say, there's tons of people that like they've been out for 30 years. And everybody says that all the reviews on it are great. No, I haven't had any problems with it rusting. I do clean gear and dry it off before I put it away, but I haven't had any problems with any of it rusting. In fact, I'll give him a call tomorrow. I'm sure he's closed now, but I'll give him a call and talk to him some more about because I just buy this stuff. I try to do everything like a customer, so that way there, like when I buy something, if the company screws me over, then they're screwing you over too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people like if you get a YouTube deal, then they know you're going to show it on YouTube, and they make sure everything is flawless. But some companies they'll screw you over if they know they can get away. Like Exotac, man. This Exotac, right? These are OD green, but they're really lime green. They're some other color other than OD green because I have other stuff from them that's OD green. And I tried to fix it with them, and I called them up and the whole 9 yards. But yeah, if I just buy something as a customer, then I get the real deal. I don't get it padded because of YouTube or something. Like, who is it? Scamazon was doing that with their pallets and stuff. Like, oh, buy a pallet of returns of electronics or camping gear and stuff. And you had all these YouTubers that were, like, I ordered a pallet and this is what I got and this is how much money I made. But they know they're shipping it to a YouTube channel, so they pad it. They make sure everything's perfect. I don't do that. I like to order stuff like, hey, I'm just a guy buying stuff. And then when they screw me over, I try to fix it. And if they don't fix it, then I get to come on here and be like, here's the real deal. I've noticed OD green comes in many different shades. Yeah, but the interesting thing is I own multiple others of their products, and the anodizing is all the same. And then when I bought the the Titan lighter now is like $70 and change. You buy a $70 lighter thinking it's going to come in like you think it's going to be this like OD green, right? But then you get the $70 lighter and you're like, wow, that's way off. And for some reason, so is the match case. Like, so it's like, oh, I got lime green and OD. But, and they were total, like, tools about it. Because I'm like, hey, man, I'd like to exchange these for like, OD green ones. Like, I understand things happen, and it's it's more of an aesthetic thing. But when you pay $70 and change for a lighter, you'd like it to be as advertised, because their pictures even look like this. Right? And I'll send it back to you, no big deal. And you can wait until you get it, so you don't think I'm trying to rip you off for a free tool. So when you get it and you see that it's like not as advertised, you can send it, and they're kind of like pump sand. So I'm like, okay, well, I have no problems telling the truth, and that's exactly how things went down. I was professional and cordial and polite, and I'd like to rectify this, and I don't see the big deal. And their attitude is, well, you bought it, we got your money, you're stuck with it. And since then, I haven't bought another Exotac thing. In fact, the Exotac X Reel, right? That thing is awesome. It's got the little open up thing, and Grim Workshop has little coins and everything going there. $100, right? $100, no big deal. It's like, hey, if you're paying for that level of gadgetry, that's cool. But I had that left to get, and I had the little Nano Spark, and I would have had like everything by Exotac. But there go pump sand attitude is why I have the Yoyito hobo fishing reel. Half as much money. Doesn't have the little open up feature or anything like that. But this company, if they sent me the wrong one or I wasn't happy with it, they would have given me my money back. But I'm not going to roll the dice on $100 X reel with Exotac when their attitude is, we got your money, go pump sand. So, and that's why I try to buy everything. I don't like, hey man, I'm on YouTube and I'm going to show all my friends your stuff and so send it to me for free. No, I'm the secret shopper guy, which makes doing YouTube really difficult, because I've turned down tons and tons of offers, because it's like, I wouldn't buy that crap. Why would I recommend it to somebody? Like Beavercraft, they're one of the ones, like, their knives suck. And they're like, oh, well, I'd like to give you a free knife, and in return, I'm going to sign over all the rights to all my videos that their knife appears in, and they can use it for advertising as they see fit. And they're going to dictate what I say. And if I say something other than, then I'm in breach of contract, and I could get sued in the whole 9 yards, because, like, you know what, dude, keep your $40 freaking knife. I don't want it. Like, just, if I want your knife, I'll buy it. Like, simple as that. Like, they're just... not cool to deal with. So a lot of these reviews that you see on YouTube where they're like, oh, this company sent it to me. It's not because they were buddies. It's not because they were friends. It's because they have a contract and they have an agreement, and they agree to say certain things and they agree not to say certain things. And I refuse to play that game. I won't be bought out by a company. I've already tried to make money off of you. Like, I tried supporting our greatest ally for one of those $7,000 checks. I didn't even get $7 yet. I was like, support our greatest ally, guys. Like, everybody, we should send them $38 billion a year for nothing. all the people there can get free education and free health care. Well, we can't afford it, but we should send them another $100 billion to support whatever it is they're doing. I didn't get no $7,000 check, so I'm done with that. Like, until I get a $7,000 check, they're not our greatest ally. Um, Fart nuggets. Anyhow, back to the matter at hand. Chaos comes with free sand for the Vaseline. Yeah, it's definitely not. Yeah, Dave James even agrees. That's not OD Green. So, I mean, companies make mistakes, things happen. Oh, here's a good story on a positive note. Right in the Rain, right? They sent me I bought, actually Mrs. Bushcraft bought it for me for work. She got me a little planner thing, one of their fancy little organizer planner things. And it had some crooked stitching, and they had overrun the binder on a corner. And it, you couldn't notice too much, but when you loaded it and you tried to close it, it would tweak, it would like warp, and it was sewing. It was a sewing issue. They must have been training somebody new or something. Quality control slipped by, and these things happen. So I ended up calling up Right in the Rain, and I sent them pictures. Well, I said, hey, this is what happened. How can we fix it? Like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, well, can you send us pictures? And I'm like, yeah. I sent them pictures. They called me back and they said, can we get your address? We're going to send you another one. And I said, okay, well, what address do I send this one to? And they're like, don't worry about it. Do whatever you want with it. We're not going to resell it. So don't waste your money on shipping. Just keep it, do whatever. And they sent me a brand new one that was sewn properly. Now, it did help when they asked me, well, what do you think is wrong with it? And I kind of gave them, like I told them what was wrong, and I've used the machines that they were using. And my credentials are I'm a master parachute rigger. So I understand how sewn products work and what happened with the particular machines that you used to build this. And so that might have been a contributing factor. But long story short, like they were more than happy to fix it. The product wasn't as advertised, and they fixed it. And there was no big stink about it. But yeah, Exotac, it'll be I don't think I'll spend any more money with them. Oh, good, and I did. Dazman, can you please show a close up of the fourth knife from the right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here. This is the Phobos Knives Calcula. It's in CPM S35VN steel. It has a 4-inch cutting edge. The jimping on these too, the jimping's next level. It's one of those things you got to get in hand. It'll never chew your thumb up, but it allows like a positive, solid grip. This one's got red G10 liners with double black micarta scales. It is a Torx T25 screws on here, so you can replace or interchange the scales if you were to need to. Yeah, and the sheath that it comes with a Kydex sheath like this. This is the Kydex sheath that it comes with. It's ambidextrous. You can, take the screws out, flip it over. You can remove it as I do and just use it as a pocket. It's Kydex, all the Kydex fixins. It's highly modular. Yeah. But yeah, this would be the Phobos Knives Calcula. The one right next to it is the same exact knife. Just it's got PVD coating and carbon fiber scales instead. Other than that, same exact knives. Get them while they're hot, man. Contact Phobos Knives. It's FOBOS. It stands for For Operators by Operators, owned by Eric Hansen. He's a 22-year retired veteran of the U.S. Army. He was an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. That guy's got a lifetime of outdoors training and 22 years in Special Forces. All that experience goes into his designs, into the quality of craftsmanship. Yeah, absolutely second to none in my opinion. Outstanding company. Yeah, I'm going to get one of these guys. I swear my phone thinks I'm praises. Oh, it's probably that new Palantir or whatever. It's gotten into your phone, Boondock. It's trying to brainwash you, dude. How How we doing? We're doing awesome, guys. So yeah, so 6,000 subscribers celebration. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Yeah, definitely like, share, subscribe, tap, tap, tappity, the little ringy dingy thingy, so that it's supposed to be so you can get notifications, but it never really works for me. But it might help the channel. Smash some emojis, guys. We definitely appreciate it. We're gonna get out this season and do some of the fun outdoor stuff. Yeah, here's a fun fact too. The knife we were just talking about, the Calcula, you can get the Tier 1 Mini is a 4-inch blade, right? This is a sheath for it. Kapow, leather, right? Beautiful. And then but if you have a Calcula, yeah, you can do the same thing. The Calcula fits like perfectly in the same exact sheath. Isn't that beautiful? It's charming and beautiful. It's elegant. It's fashion meets function, man. It is absolutely the bomb diggity. Yeah, so there is a leather option. Like I said, it does come with the Kydex with the belt dangler. I like to, I've got one of the pass-through cargo pockets. So a lot of times I will carry it just like this and just pass it into my cargo pocket. So there's the Kydex like that. So there is a Kydex and leather options available. There is if you like your sheath to come up a little bit higher, there's a sheath that comes up like another inch. So it'll come up a little bit further on the scales and everything, and it'll cover it up a little bit more. But you can use the Tier 1 Mini. I'm just coming in. Who makes these knives? Thomas Simmons, Phobos Knives, for operators by operators. Disabled veteran-owned company out of Tennessee, made in the USA. The owner is Eric Hansen. Yeah, Boondog's got it. Yeah, it's Phobos. Yeah, no, it's F, not PH. Phobos stands for operators by operators. El Navarro, EDC, what's happening? How you doing? Welcome to the chat, my man. Oh, yeah, Daz, no need to be sorry, man. It's, hey, that's the English language for you. It's not your fault. Unless you're the creator of the English language, in which case, shame on you for all the confusion. But I don't think that's the case, my man. Yeah, Phobos, yeah, it could be spelled PH, yeah, like phone. But no, it's Phobos, Phobos. It stands for operators by operators. Like I said, the owner of Phobos Knives is a retired Green Beret. 22 years of active duty. He was an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. Thus, the for operators by operators. But he makes them for everybody. They're outstanding knives. They really are. There's going to be more coming your way. I feel you're sold at least 6 tonight. Yeah, Dave, I know this sounds odd to say, but I'm not really trying to get anything for free from Phobos Knives. Eric Hansen has been more than generous as a friend, as a supporter of the channel, and I would much rather be a positive contributor to Phobos Knives by buying knives. I asked for it. I mean, geez, I got coffee mug. I got Phobos. I drink my coffee out of Phobos Knives coffee mugs. Whoops. Yeah, guys, they got coffee mugs too. Oh, I'm surprised I haven't thought of this. Coffee mugs, Phobos Knives. See, there it is right there. For operators, by operators, man. Sweet, sweet logo. I got this in red as well. I got one in red. I got one in black. I got some little metal coffee cups from Phobos. Hazard type, apparently. Viva Las Vegas, man. I lived out there well, not in Vegas, out in Boulder City, where Skydive Las Vegas is, man. I worked at Skydive Las Vegas. Man, the one thing I didn't do when I was in Vegas that I really wanted to do, I wanted to base the stratosphere. That would have been awesome, man. But yeah, Vegas now, I heard it's like crazy expensive. Nobody can afford to go there anymore. Yeah, I want to spend money on a knife that works, has a lifespan. Yeah, well, Daz, the warranty on these knives is for the life of it, man. In fact, unlike most warranties, it's transferable. So, say for some reason, I don't know why you wanted to give your Phobos knife to a friend, maybe a sibling, or and maybe you've got a kid, a son or something that's old enough. Um, the warranty transfers to the person. He doesn't warranty the person; he warranties a knife, and he doesn't. It's like there's a way he knows if they're his knives. So yeah, like if I were to give one of these away, which hell no, I'm never doing. But if I gave a knife to somebody, the warranty would go with it. And it's one of the best types of warranties too. It's the one you're probably never going to need. Yeah, he is. His products are what you would expect from somebody that was a career Green Beret. Yeah, he stands behind him 110%. And in fact, it was a first time in a long time. I bought a product from somebody, and then I got a call a few days later. Hey man, what'd you think about that? Are you happy with it? Is that what you wanted? And I can't remember the last time that happened, but when I had this knife made, this is a custom. You can't buy this one. This is a tier 1C customized, like acid etched CPM 3V with a convex grind and everything. But after he made this knife, he shipped it to me, and I received it. I got a phone call from the owner a few days later, like, "What do you think, man? Are you happy or not?" Like he was genuinely concerned, like, "Hey, did I meet the standards or not?" And he knows I have extremely high standards. Um, by trade, I'm an FAA master parachute rigger. So yeah, man, OCD is a hobby of mine. Like paying attention to details is what I do. Sweat the little things in life. It's what matters the most. In fact, I suffer from CDO. CDO is a lot like OCD, only we're better because we put that shit in proper alphabetical order the way it should be. Um, they're badass looking pixies. Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, they're not only badass looking, they function at that level as well. Fingers crossed he ships to OZ. A lot of your good knife guys don't. There's like three below the jet boil. Um, yeah, this one right here, yeah, but the middle one, this is the tier 1 BC. If that's the one, or are you talking the one with the white scales? Yeah, Daz, yeah, jump on his website, send him an email. And yeah, I don't know where he ships to. I'm pretty sure he ships international and everything. I don't want to know what the shipping is going to be. I shipped a little package to Canada. It cost me like $52 from the United States, New Hampshire, and the United States to Canada. Actually, I was shipping it like a third the distance it would cost, or of Florida. But yeah, I can ship the same package to Florida for like 10.50, but it cost me like $52 and change to ship the same package to Canada. So I don't ship anything outside the U.S. anymore. But yeah, I think he means the item that's horizontal above. Oh, this right here, is that what you're talking about, my man? Between Oh yeah, this is a MSR tripod canister stand. That's what this is. It's got the little clip here. Let me grab a canister real quick. I'll show you how it works. Yeah, so it's got these two rows, so it'll fit the small, like the 4 ounce, as well as this is one of the larger ones that goes on the outside hooks, and then this black piece right here is spring loaded, and it locks it right in. So I've got the table full, but yeah, if you've ever been out camping or anything and accidentally knocked your dinner over, yeah, ask me how I know. This There's a reason why I carry this. That's definitely worth the investment. I can't remember what the price is, and I haven't bought one. This one's probably like 10 years old. So the important parts are metal. It lasts for a long time. I've used it extensively. But yeah, the juice is definitely worth the squeeze on this one. But yeah, MSR canister stand, I think, is the official title of this gadget. Everybody loves a good gadget, especially when it does what it's supposed to. But yeah, and then you can see there's this smaller hook. It fits all sizes the canisters. PSA Tannerite is not dishwasher safe. Well, thanks for the PSA, Boondock. I don't think I want to ask how you know. Although it's probably got a very entertaining story to it. Did you didn't, did you? You did. I don't Yeah, this is the kind of knife where the price of shipping doesn't really matter. Yeah, if the price of shipping doesn't matter, I mean the knives are competitively priced. In fact, it was the end of January or something like that. January or so, he dropped all his prices by 20%. Just because he's into the American thing. He wanted to give a deal on all his knives. And yeah, his prices went down 20%. Well, everybody else is jacking up their prices because he buys everything within the U.S. so the tariffs don't affect him. Like yeah, all his steel and everything comes from Crucible Steel and stuff like that. So yeah, he's got great prices, and if shipping isn't an issue, yeah, if you're like yeah, man, they're outstanding knives. I don't think I've never met anybody that was unhappy with what they bought. And there's been quite a few people that go through this channel or belong to this channel that have bought Phobos knives, and they've gotten back to me on it, and 100% of the time they're like, "You're right, dude. It's even better in hand than it is on video." The video does it no justice. Like the jimping on these knives, it's really hard to explain. It's you know how a lot of times like jimping will like it'll turn your thumb into Hamburg after a while. It's really uncomfortable. This stuff is not like that. It's radiused, edged, polished, but it's still you think it would slip, but it doesn't. It's still you got a good bite without turning your thumb into Hamburg. So excellent, excellent. All Hanson, how you doing? Throwing knives are not shipped but thrown. Airmail. No, I haven't played with Tannerite and appliances. But on the other hand, yeah, Dave James, these ivory scales. In fact, I think it was Justin was like, dude, you still haven't dyed those yet because I was gonna dye them. I've still got the bottle of dye sitting right over on my workbench. Like I was gonna dye them red, right? Because I like the black and the red, and this has got black G10 liners. And I was like, oh, black G, I'll revert black because this is kind of like my kitchen food knife. I was gonna reverse it and dye the scales, and it's ivory white. So, but yeah, I kind of like keeping them original because yeah, it's a Christmas present as well. So I kind of felt goofy altering it. So, but now I think the plan is I'm gonna give Eric a call at Phobos Knives and see if I can get another set of scales, and I'll buy a set of scales and dye them. Which yeah, that's a cool feature. Like yeah, these are the Torx 25 screws on all the knives. So they're not fixed. You can remove them, you can interchange them. If for some reason you were to damage them, they're replaceable. It's not like, those ones that are riveted or in or epoxied or pinned. Um yeah, Dave James, and that's why that's exactly what it's been a year I debated on it. Now yeah. I'm gonna keep the original scales as they are. Like I said, if it's something I do modify, I'm gonna buy a separate set of scales for it. I'll buy a set of scales and then dye those, and then I'll live with good conscience knowing that I haven't. How does the divot work? Um, it's this divot for the bow drill. Yeah, it's for a bow drill. You would put a spindle. You'd make a spindle with a bottom block, and you'd have a bow, and the spindle would go in here, and then you do your for friction fires and things like that. Yeah. Although if I were doing that, I would probably leave the sheath on. I'd leave the sheath on while I was doing the bow drill thing. But yeah, this one has it. This is called the Alaris knife, by the way, in case somebody missed that. And also the Tier 1 BC has the same bow drill divot. Now, some of the knife manufacturers out there, they'll put the divot on here, but it only goes to the scale. So it happens when you put your spindle in there and you work your bow drill fire, it creates friction and it cooks out the scales. On the Phobos knives, it goes. The divot is in the actual steel. So there's a total hole in the scale that goes through to the full tang portion, and that has a divot in there. So that'll absorb the heat. And if your spindle diameter is the right size, you make it narrow enough to fit in there. You won't cook out the McCarter, the like G10 on a friction fire thing. That'll start to cook. So yeah, the same thing. You can probably see it a little bit better on the Alaris how it goes through the metal. So yeah, as long as your spindle is a little bit narrower than that, then you can use the bow drill divot, and it's ambidextrous, lefty righty both sides. Yeah, you can use the bow drill divot without cooking out your scales. So very very well thought out, and a lot of the guys here have seen this, but the ferrocium rod notch on the Tier 1 BC. Hey, might as well wreck something, right? We haven't done anything stupid in a while. Yeah, this thing turns this into a... I don't want to burn the place down. But you guys get the picture, man. So instead of just having a flat spine that you get a little bit of surface area on, you've got the bow drill divot, which grossly increases the surface area contact. And yeah, throw sparks like a champ. So massive, massive, awesome feature. And I've done this... Wow, if I haven't struck this 1,000 times or more, I haven't done it once. Because, yeah, we were burning hundreds of fire starters in here at one point. And, yeah, the Magna Cut is still sharp. I haven't touched up anything on the ferro rod notch, and it still throws sparks like a champ. What material is best in very cold weather? What material is best in very cold weather? Like material for what? Like to sleep in or to make a knife out of? Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's what material. Yeah, are you talking like staying warm wool type stuff, or merino wools, or are you talking like scale material? Yeah, that's a good question. I would stay away from aluminum. Titanium might be good for a scale material. The synthetics, I haven't had a problem with like micarta and stuff in the winter. What you don't want is your hand to be on bare metal, especially aluminum, stuff like that. But titanium is good because it transfers heat so quickly. It won't suck the heat out of your hand and stuff. So yeah, titanium's good. Micarta's good. Yeah, who is it? Falkneven. That's why they have their rubber handled knives, is because it's extremely cold there. And so the rubber is better than grabbing the steel handle or whatever. He won't sleep tonight. Now he scratched it. Tom, what's your opinion on lanyards for fixed knives? Notice none of yours do. Not like hand loops for a saw or an axe, but like braided para. I do use lanyards sometimes. I do have it. Like I've got them on. I've got them on my Spartan blades. Really depends on what I'm doing with them. I like lanyards. Sometimes they get in the way. Depends on what you're doing. They're good if you're working with some wood project or something. I like them. Most definitely if you're going to be doing any type of chopping with it, which I've got a lanyard for this somewhere. I don't have it on the knife right now. But yeah, if you're doing any kind of swinging or chopping, a lanyard's great. Sometimes even a lanyard, if you're slicing and stuff, if you set it up right, it can give you some leverage, help hold the knife in place. But yeah, if you're doing like slicing, cooking stuff and everything, lanyards just get in the way. I think they kind of suck. But yeah, so it really depends on their use. In fact, you can even like get a longer lanyard, and you can hold more like the butt end and have the lanyard. You can twist it so it like comes through this part of your palm and is around your wrist, and you can hold the knife like like people choke up on the knife. You can choke back on it, and that'll give you more length, more leverage, and secure grip. You can almost like keep a loose grip with the right lanyard size, and get a really good swing with it. So yeah, it all depends on what you're doing with it, really. I use one on the larger knives to keep it a bit safer. Yeah, yeah, Ol Hansen. Yeah, so yeah, it like yeah, same thing. Yeah, like Ol Hansen uses it on the larger knives. Um, yeah, I do as well. Um, like yeah, on my Spartan blade, like because I do have a limit on this knife, so you can kind of like give it a couple little twists a little bit. That might be a little bit much, and you can hold it back up like this, and it'll give you more leverage on a chopping thing. But at the same time, you can kind of like have it come down the bottom, and if you're like uh see, I've got it there. If you're like slicing, you can a little tight. Yeah, it's got to be a little bit more adjusted, but you get the picture. So as you're like I don't know if you're like debarking a log or something, as you're pushing, instead of it all just being grip strength, some of it'll transfer to your wrist like that. So yeah, it's yeah, not just having a lanyard, but there's a bit of knowing how to use a lanyard as well. I use one on a. If you could only take one, you're in the bush for a month. Which one are you choosing? This one right here, my tier one BC. This is a knife I'm choosing for. Yeah, in fact, I almost did a video on that today. The pick one and run challenge. If it's the zombie apocalypse, the SHTF scenario finally plays out. If the aliens are invading and you could only pick one knife challenge, which one would it be? Yeah, it would be my tier one BC. Probably the most well-rounded. It's yeah, everything about it's great. It's got the Magna Cut's got awesome edge retention, so I don't have to worry about sharpening very often. Like I just went over the ferro rod notch, which is awesome. It's got the bow drill divot. It's a great fit in my hand. Everybody recommends a 4 to 6 inch knife. That's your bushcraft survival hunting knife. Everybody recommends 4 to 6 inches. This one is smack dab in the middle at 5 inches, so not too much, not too little, right in the middle. Great all around knife. Yeah, that's the one I would recommend. Any opinion on trekking poles, cheap versus not so cheap? I love trekking poles, man. Trekking poles are the bomb diggity. I would not get carbon fiber. Carbon fiber tends to snap a lot. I would go with like I haven't seen any in a long time, but I used to use the Lucky Macaloo ties. They're titanium, so you've got lightweight and you've got strength. But I haven't found. I've been looking for some, but now everything's carbon fiber or aluminum. I would go with aluminum. The weight that you save with the carbon fiber is insignificant. Really, it's just a smidge. But they commonly, if you get it caught in a rock, instead of like aluminum will flex a little bit. Carbon fiber doesn't flex like to flex, and then it just breaks. So I would, yeah, it's less expensive, but it's more durable. The weight isn't that much of a difference. Um, E-Dog, 9-year-olds and women use lanyards. Yeah, you're such a. And we've got another tool, E-Dog. Well, I wonder what channel you're from. Let's find out about E-Dog. E-Dog, comment love from Claudia Romeo. Dude, you're a simp. He's got 5 subscribers. I joined August 7th, 2017. Well, hey, thanks for telling everybody that you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to knives, the use of lanyards, or anything like that. You're an absolute tool, E-Dog. Do they call you E-Dog because you like to... Anyhow, I'm going to leave that alone. Move on. Um, well, yeah, 4 to 6 is average after all. Bowie J. This is Phobos, Phobos, for operators by operators. It's a disabled veteran-owned company out of Tennessee, owned by Eric Hansen. He's a 22-year veteran of the U.S. Army Special Forces. His MOS was he was an 18 Delta Special Forces medic, and now he's the owner and designer of everything you see here on this table, Phobos Knives wise, and yeah, outstanding gentleman as well. He's somebody I've gotten to know personally over the years. He makes an outstanding product. He stands behind it. Yeah, great stuff. I'm a jazz mod. I don't even know what a jazz mod is, nor do I care. Take your silly sophomore behavior someplace else, you tool. Like, yeah, you can't come in here talking trash about like, yeah, lineage for girls and stuff. You just prove what an idiot you are. That's all. It must suck. Like, yeah, how to basically how to tell us you've never gotten laid without telling us you've never gotten laid, you tool. But hey, troll away, you little tool. I have some trekking poles with cork handles. That should take shape after the hand with time. Yeah, Al Hansen, yeah, they will. They get more comfortable as they wear. The cork handles, those the Lecky Macaloo ties that I had the cork handles, and yeah, they fit better over the years, and they lasted me years. Like I said, I'm actually on the market for some now. So I've been looking into it pretty extensively. But yeah, the carbon fiber ones, they tend to snap. Aluminum's great though. It's a happy medium. It'll give a little bit before it breaks. So where like if you're doing some kind of race, like some adventure race where you're going to use it, and like grams make the difference between winning or not. Maybe carbon fiber, but if it's purely recreational use, I would just stick with aluminum. Cork handles cause fewer hot spots via versus friction, and retain less heat than the neoprene ones. Yeah, I've been sick in bed searching the internet for a solid 3 days. I've settled on Phobos. Right on, Daz. Well, man, I hope you're able to get it wherever you're at. They're outstanding knives, and I'm sure you'll be happy with it. If you do get one, please do come back and tell me what you think. I always love to hear what people have to say, and like I said, so far, it's been 100% positive. Yeah, everybody when they get the knife, they everybody's like, yeah, it's so much better in hand. Like it's great they look great, they really do. But man, when you get one in your hand, yeah, they are outstanding knives. The weight and balance, yeah, everything about them is awesome. My throat is scratchy, my ears tingle when I smell the hairy lollipop. Yeah, E-Dog, hey, you're all done here. Go get a life someplace, dude. Like, really. I probably should have booted him 2 minutes ago, but yeah. Now, get a tissue for your issue. Go ask mommy for a hug. Your time here is done, you thug. But anyhow, well, guys, we have been running this live for 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for hanging out here tonight. It's been an awesome time. We've had many laughs. Only a few trolls, but hey, such is life, right? Trolls are gonna troll. We will definitely 110% be on Friday night at 8 p.m. for our typically scheduled Phobos Friday nights, where we you'd be surprised at this, but we talk about Phobos knives amongst other things. But that is the theme. I've been doing that for about 14 months now, going on 15 months every Friday. Haven't missed a Friday. So yeah, everybody's welcome to come back for that. We laugh and joke around. There's a whole bunch of regulars, and we just discuss whatever comes up. Most topics are pretty welcome. We also have live Sunday mornings at 7 a.m., both of which are Eastern Standard Time. Everything else in between, like tonight, is random, but I definitely appreciate everybody being here. We celebrated passing the 6,000 subscriber mark, which is just it's mind-boggling to me. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it and looking forward to doing a lot more here on YouTube. Hopefully, we're providing everybody with good information. If not, we're keeping you entertained. As always, we hope you laughed a little. If you didn't laugh a little, I hope you learned a little. And with a little luck, you laughed a little and you learned a little. Doesn't get any better than that. But we appreciate each and every one of you hanging out here. Yeah, we're going to wrap this one up. Everybody have an awesome day tomorrow. Sleep well and have an awesome day tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, be careful out there. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay alert. Stay alive. Have some fun at the same time. And we will see you on the next one. Good night, everyone.